pag-asa.
Down next, we're not yet sure. But there you go, retaliation. Charles has already respawned and will kill courtesy of Bakery Boys. And of course, we're just waiting for Will to try his very best to survive, to sustain. Boss Cheese is also losing health, but the match has already started. And as you can see right here, everyone, they're trying to measure. There you go, Play Maya, trying to close the gap between the players right here. And of course, that's the battle mode 3. Jella as well with the relentless assault. There you go, everyone. They are trying to pinpoint a certain target. Camps that goes down. Serafino and X660 is also a down. That's gonna be 4 kill count right on the get-go for console gamers. So what's gonna happen here? Sardinas will be the last man standing. FPGG will try to run for dear life. Will she be successful? But the shield style will go down first. I think she used the mortal vein. I'm not sure. KMSR is also half a life right here, but that's gonna be 1:1. But I stand correctly. It's gonna be 4:1. Wow, that kill count just went crazy. Everyone, KMSR holding on to dear life. What's gonna happen next? We don't know yet. But the KMSR using that art of defense, being immobile for a couple of seconds in order for him not to receive damage because of that art of defense. But it's gonna wear out soon enough. And there you go, some relentless assault coming in. Match, there you go. Again, the battle mode 3 has been activated right here. Everyone, the wizard is already receiving so much damage, and I think he's gonna go out. And Serafina is also gonna go down. Where's the kill coming in from our first archer? That's gonna be 3 kills coming in. In courtesy of console gamers. Console gamers right here is decimating pretty much the alphas. What happened? Where is the dominance coming in? Coming from the alphas? And that's gonna be a very swift match. Serafino will not survive the assault. And that's gonna be our first style. Is also now in half HP. Will he go down? We don't know yet. Ayomi Ferrer, it's gonna be 3:1 for Ashura versus all how skill right here. It's gonna be 1:1, ladies and gentlemen. However, there are and there's a Shona hitting the dust with that kill right here. It's gonna be all 1:0. But we don't know, we don't see any of the players from first stage of Team Lagman. I think that's going to be the game right here.
Yeah, Lagman.
That's going to be the game right here. The skill being committed, and that's going to be coming in from the wizard, I guess. And there's the attack, there's the assault. I think shield style right here is taking so much damage. Continue assaulting this Dark Mage right here, or he will be able to, on the side of Team Lagman. It's now 3 Lagman right here. Luchok, however, the Blader is still taking so much punishment. Match point again for Lagman right here. Can Consummation still do?
Lagman is still complete here, and Mapait plays was disconnected unfortunately, but Consummation already down very low.
Things are getting all spicy and heated up right here, everyone. I'm really sure what's gonna come down. Jack right here is being punished as well, being chased down, but that's gonna be it. He's down. That's gonna be the
but cannot go for the chase here.
It's gonna be a really difficult. Oh, that's the force kick, but the force of Blader is being punished by pretty much everyone right here. Jay is holding on for the side of Lagman. Oh my lord. Kill for Lagman. So what's gonna happen here? Will they be able to retaliate? Will they be able to turn the tides? From the side of Michelle only
Duga kemarin
suddenly
ya,
went
Lagman
down.
lawan ini.
But of course, that Dark Mage will respond. That's gonna be the first kill. Winterfield right here is in gunner mode of that's good. No shadow shield has been activated yet, but they're just toying around with Zamari right here. That's the kill from the Bakery Boys, and of course Charles will respawn, and of course will be targeted again by. Okay, we have here the Gladiator. We have here the much everyone. They're trying to pinpoint who's gonna be their target. Tuloy Asaya will be receiving damage in voice, and of course, Retaliation is doing the same thing. The Battle Mode 3 has been propped right here by Zamari. That's gonna be the end of this round right here because our Gladiator will not be able to survive, and that's gonna be game number 1 or series 1 in favor of the Bakery Boys.
Yeah, and for Bakery Boys, what they did there, the main point that I want to talk about coming down into this game specifically is that Bakery Boys has the Force Archer.
Yeah. What's gonna happen? We don't know yet. Fire. Who's gonna go down next? We're not yet sure. But Boss Cheeks right here is on the verge of getting
Cabal Infinite Combo Tournament. The Infinite War of Celestials. Each team will consist of 5 players working together to claim the victory. In addition, each team is allowed 2 substitute players, ensuring flexibility when needed. And remember, all players must use their own accounts and items, so bring your best gear and skills to the battlefield. No duplicate classes are allowed within the same team. Before the match starts, a coin toss will determine the home team. In case of a tie, the home team will be declared the winner. Each team is allowed a maximum of 2 revives, but each player can only revive once per match. Eliminating an opponent earns 1 point. The first team to reach 7 points wins the match. Each round has a 7-minute time limit. If the time runs out, the team with the higher kill count wins. If the score is tied, the team that secured the first kill wins.
Hey yo, what's up everyone? Good evening once again to each and every one of you watching this at home. Welcome back to the Infinite War of Celestial Sea, the Infinite Battle. It's me again, Anduin, together with Infinity. And of course, tonight we're going to witness the semifinals happening in the Pegasus server.
Yeah, for sure. And last week, we already saw the quarterfinals come into conclusion, and this time around, 4 of the best teams are the only ones remaining in the Pegasus server. So this time, we will be seeing the semifinals. We will be looking at who will be the champions here today and who will get that 3rd place and 2nd place for the Pegasus server. So I'm really excited to see on who the champions are going to be this time around.
Okay, so let me just give you guys at least a background on what's gonna go down, because tonight we're gonna have at least 4 teams who will duke it out tonight here in the Pegasus server. First, we have Console Gamers versus the Bakery Boys, and of course, Team Lagman against versus All. So we all know that we've seen all of them in action. They've given us our the satisfaction of seeing their composition, their place, their strategies, who's going to be their priorities in terms of targets. But how are they going to do it tonight? That's going to be the big question.
Yeah, and there's just a lot of variations, right, that can happen in terms of compositions from what we have seen back in last week during the round 16 to round 8 to quarterfinals, coming from the Cygnus server down into the Pegasus server. There's so much compositions that has been brought up for these respective teams. So I'm curious on how it can be executed coming down to the Cygnus server for the semifinals. Although looking at it on a bigger perspective, or a quick overview, coming in from these teams, I think overall they are pretty much balanced and well made in terms of their composition. Time and time again, we talked about the four shielders, those force archers, and I believe every single one of these teams here in the Cygnus server, or well, rather Pegasus server, has them.
Yep. I mean, this is something that we are really looking forward to. Again, guys, we have four teams who will take place in the Lakeside Arena tonight, and they will duke it out. They will pretty much lay it all on the line because tonight we're gonna crown our first ever champion in the Infinite War of Celestial Sea, the Infinite Battle. And of course, this is again the Pegasus server. Mind you, guys, that they are not using, once again, this is just a disclaimer, they are not using a developer's account provided by the developers team. They are using their own personal accounts. So, considering the combat power of each characters that's taking place or that's participating in this tournament right here is also a factor that both me and Infinity are considering when it comes to winning this tournament as well. So it's all about the top, more you are, teamwork, how to time the skills, and pretty much like what I said, how far apart your combat power to your opponent is.
Yeah, and I think that is what is kind of new to things here in terms of the esports scene of Cabal over the past few years, over the past few decades. Is that we now have the innate character and equipments coming in from these players and from these teams to farm this esports tournament overall, which is really exciting to think about. Just because it's all about who has the strongest character in game, or well rather, who has built up their characters the very best and have really just upgraded their equipment time and time again to reach that max, to reach the
Kita
best potential
saksikan
coming in
siapa
from these
player
teams.
terkuat.
So I think that is like the good and fantastic aspect of this tournament
Cygnus
overall. So
besok.
really, the combat power would not be equal. I think that is already a given coming in to each one of these players and coming into each one of these teams. But overall, as we have discussed over the past few days, and as you have mentioned just now, it's not all about battle power. It's not all about combat power. It's also about how your team plays it out, how your team dukes it out in terms of that 5v5 matchup.
That's right. That's right. And of course, I would like to say to pretty much everyone who's been watching this live stream since we started, thank you so much. And of course, again, for every milestone that we're going to reach, we will be giving away codes, in-game codes that you can claim. So what are you waiting for? Make sure that you are liking, you're spamming the like button, you are sharing this stream to your profile. Make sure that it's public so your friends and families, your your guildmates can watch the game, so we can achieve that milestone, so we can give you that in-game rewards. And of course, again, this event won't be possible without our partners. So thank you so much again, Fantech and View.
Yeah, Fantech, if you guys are looking for gaming peripherals, accessories, gaming keyboards, mice, headsets, and chairs, Fantech has them all. Known for its affordability and quality, well, pretty much, they will also be giving away 5 Fantech gaming headsets at the end of the tournament. So tune in and find out on who's going to be those lucky winners by the end of the tournament.
Right, and of course, not just that. If you're looking for a streaming platform wherein you can watch Korean dramas, any kind of dramas, as long as it's revolving across Southeast Asia, View has them all. So what are you waiting for? Download View and make sure that you are watching this tournament, because at the end of this tournament, just like what my partner said a while ago, View is giving away 5 1-year subscription, premium subscription, okay, in terms of the View View application. So what are you waiting for? Make sure that you download View and you use it when you watch your favorite animes, Korean dramas, and etc. But then again, we are going to look at the bracket right now. As you can see, we have the Console Gamers versus Bakery Boys, Lagman, and versus All. So later on, we were told a while ago by production, Infinity, that we're going to be interviewing 2 of the captains of the participating teams tonight.
Ooh, for the grand finals. I think I really am looking into that as well, considering just that how these teams think, what are their priorities going to be, how their mindset is jumping into the grand finals. I'm really excited to look into what these brains and these minds are thinking about jumping into the tournament.
Yep. I mean, we've witnessed how crucial every clutch play is, especially if you really know your priorities. There are some players. There are some teams who's really utilizing or pretty much taking advantage of the battle mode. Here in this game right now. I mean, some of them they're using battle mode 3. Some of them are using battle mode 2. So that
Yeah.
is pretty much something that we can look forward to. That's gonna happen in this tournament right here. But pretty much, I've seen some of them use battle mode in terms of wizard, blader, definitely the grappler mode, and of course to the force gunner, the battle mode 3. So they can. Deal so much damage while at least giving themselves some distance away from their enemies.
Yeah, there's varying options here. There's a lot, or well, varying considerations as well. Like, you have the force shielder that wants to have that BM2 utilization just because of that AOE suppression. In terms of those team fights, it will be quite crucial and an important utility for the force shielders to be able to capitalize. The wizards, you can go BM3. You have the AOE damage aspect to it, and then on top of that, you also have something similar of sorts into other classes as well, such as a force blade, as you mentioned. So really, it's just a balancing of BM2, BM3s, weighing pros and cons, and yeah, I think that's just one aspect.
That's true. That's true. I mean, what I am imagining right now is that whenever we see these characters activate their battle modes, at least they already know who's gonna be their main target. So, for example, if you're gonna be looking at the grappler mode, they're gonna be attacking the nimble character or the flimsiest character, such as Force Archer, Wizard, and pretty much the Force Blader. So that is something that we can see later. But I think it's about time that we proceed to our interview session with our team leaders right here, or team captains. So let's go. Hey. So we have here uh, SNG. SNG, hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yes, GM.
Okay, okay. So hello, hello. How are you? How are you today?
I'm fine. Just a little bit still. I just woke up. I wake up late.
Okay, you woke up late. So I just want to hear your thoughts now that you are in the semifinals. How do you feel?
I'm mostly nervous because we're just in for the Conso. That's why our team name is Conso Gamers. So we're thinking of ourselves as just an underdog. So, but as you can see, we just have this good luck and for the bracketing, and our previous enemy was not that so uh, uh, well versed in their items. So
Mhm.
right now we're very nervous because our current enemy is I think they're much higher in terms of combat power than us.
I see. But at least you've mentioned that you are an underdog, so that I think still that doesn't stop you from at least trying your best to reach the grand finals. So thank you so much. Do you have any message to your guild mates or to your team right now?
Good luck, good luck to us, and yeah, please give your best. That's
All
all.
right. So, all right. Thank you so much, SNG of Console Gamers. He's the team captain of this awesome team right here. So good luck, and once again, thank you so much. Wow.
Yeah, that was fantastic. I mean, they were jumping into the tournament, also just having fun and also representing console overall in this tournament as well. So they were kind of like just jumping in for the funds and for
Yeah.
the thrill. But here they are. They're already at the quarterfinals. I think just that speaks volume to the strength of these players.
True, true. That's true. I mean, I was surprised when he mentioned, console. Okay, so they're just after the consolation prize. Okay. So that's a very witty name, man. So thank you, thank you. That was a very good message coming from the team captain of console gamers. I mean,
Oh,
uh,
I didn't even like notice like console equals consolation.
yeah,
I
I
just heard
mean,
like console.
yeah, I mean,
Okay, fair enough.
when he said, that's why our name is console gamers. So
I
we're
know
just
it's like a guild or something.
yeah, I don't
Fair
know if
enough,
it's
fair
a guild.
enough. Respect.
Respect, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
The
But
hustle.
yeah, I was like, okay, I was smiling a lot because, that's a very witty name to give your team, like,
Right.
especially they admitted that they're, at least, they are really low in terms of combat power against their opponent, which we are going to interview next. Okay. So I think Infinity, I think you might want to ask this guy some questions.
Sure. I mean, I'm down. Right. I think it's really fun to have these interviews and conversations with these people and these players, especially coming down into those guild leaders and what they're not really their purpose, but what they're looking into this tournament, right? So I'm really, really curious on
Banyak
what the opponents are going to be. Speaking about with their team,
Mm-hmm. Is the other team ready? There you go.
Winterfield. Hello, hello,
Hello, hello, hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello.
hello.
Good evening.
Welcome, welcome. Good evening, good evening. So one quick question here. You're already here in the quarterfinals for the Pegasus server. So is there any preparations made by your team overall ng Bakery Boys jumping here into this tournament?
Yeah, naging preparation lang namin talaga is practice and kung sino yung mga communication, sino yung magiging main target namin.
Okay. I think if I may translate that one, according to Winterfield, their only preparation for this tournament is that they just practiced a lot and they are really good in terms of communication, pretty much directing who's going to be their main target in the tournament, whose class is going to be their target.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. So, is there any message from you, Winterfield, to your opponents here today, especially jumping into already the semifinals and possibly the grand finals down the road?
Message lang namin is the best team win kasi mga kaibigan namin yan.
May the best team win. Okay. All right, so I think that's it. Thank you so much, Winterfield. I wish you good luck and your team as well.
Thank you.
Oh, there you go.
Fantastic sport coming in from Winterfield, coming in from Baker Boys as well. Overall, I mean, they are already sitting at the semifinals, and the thing is, the winner here will be having a secured spot in the grand finals already. So that's a lot of pressure, and that's also a lot of excitement coming in for both these teams. And as they have mentioned, they're both friends. These
Yes.
two teams are acquaintances in game.
That's true. But regardless, even though we're friends, I'm not gonna be holding on my punches. Okay.
Frenemies.
No friend. Yeah, definitely we're frenemies right now. Okay. You can't stop me for gunning into the slot in terms of being one of the finalists in the Infinite Warp Celestial Sea, the Infinite Battle, because the prize is really huge. I mean, we have huge prizes at stake. So who wouldn't want to at least get get a taste of that particular prize that we're about to give out at the end of the tournament?
Yeah, and I believe it's a huge sum as well for the overall prize pool that we have here in Infinite War of Celestial Seas. That is definitely the stakes on the line coming in from these scenes, but also from what the team leader from Console Gamers have mentioned. There is also a huge chunk of prizes, in-game items, in-game prizes that are really, really good. I took a sneak peek onto those items as well. The durational, those permanent items, those are a fantastic way to boost your combat power overall, even in a short duration and long term duration.
Right. It's not just about the prize money, everyone. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
It's not just about the prize money. It's not just about the in-game items. It's about the bragging rights.
Oh, I mean, champions
Yeah.
of Pegasus server, champions of Sigma server, definitely like a title to have rights to, bragging rights to. Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, you're gonna be seeing, yourself being hailed as one of the champions. Okay, one of the teams who became champions. Okay, in the Infinite War Celestial Sea, the Infinite Battle, and again, this is the Pegasus server side. And once again, our first match for tonight, who will secure their first spot in the grand finals is none other than Bakery Boys and Console Gamers. So, looking at their team composition once again, everyone, Force Archer, Force Blader, and Blader, Force Shielder, and Warrior. I think they are going for a very long battle for Bakery Boys. Again, just like what we mentioned before when we first casted their games, it's all about the longevity and pretty much sustainability of each party members because of that additional layer of protection coming in from the Shadow Shield, the massive healing capability of the Force Archer, and pretty much the increase of in terms of HP that will be provided by the Warrior.
Yeah, it's just a overall balanced type of composition, and even both sides as well. You have the Warrior, you have the Force Shielders, the Force Archers. Pretty much a mirror matchup between these two teams. Quite dependent on the skill matchup, on how these teams are going to choose their poison in terms of this game, wherein who will be the priority, who will be the target, what skills are we going to use, coordination is going to be key. Like, these aspects will be a huge dependency of this matchup, considering that these two players already have the same composition. And on top of that, I think one aspect as well that we really have to take note of would be the combat power. I think that's just a huge aspect that plays a massive role in this tournament.
Again, that's true. It's just a mirror. Okay, what we're looking at, what we are looking at is pretty much the mirror of each and every team right here. So it's all gonna go down to the execution. Because the only difference is that here in the side of console gamers, they have a wizard. Okay, and for the side of Bakery Boys, they have the warrior. But pretty much
itu
aside from
safeguardnya
those
hilang lam 2 biji
characters,
Andi.
they have a similar
Itu kan
class.
safeguard kan
Now,
dilelang kan 500k.
let's introduce our players for tonight. For Bakery Boys, we have Winterfield, Luli and Saya, Ice, Icon, and Tim.
Iya, mau ke plus
Console
9,
gamers,
nggak
you
mas,
have
nggak bisa.
SNG, you have Engineer X9, you have Kitagawa, you
Itu
have
dilempar,
Playmaya,
itu lemparkan
and
dari
you have-
kau olokin lagi.
Sorry, you have Jella
Itu
as the
nempak,
last
itu
member
lempar dadi tuh lam,
console
tip-tip itu lam.
gamers.
It's like the name
Ada kan
is
50%
Jella!
kan?
Because of too
With a lot
many
of A's.
With a lot of A's, exactly. Okay. So I think what's about to go down right here, I think the primary target for each
Begitu,
team
Mem.
right here will be
Ini
Winterfield.
udah mau main,
And of
Cok.
course,
Tunggu
for
dulu,
the
aku
side
nonton
of
nih.
console
Okay,
gamers,
main.
it's gonna be Kitagawa.
Itu
So that's gonna be
kompetisi
the signal,
YouTube
that's the
ko
start.
gua
The
nonton.
buff is being executed. Play Maya is
Dia
diving
siapa yang
in
main
way
hari
too
ini?
deep. He's trying to bait the enemy.
Pegasus.
They're trying to
Tara ka din,
pretty much
Tara ka.
measure the distance
Ay,
between
nung
one another.
Pegasus,
Icon
Cok.
going one-on-one with
Ketemu
SNG.
aku nanti,
The
Cok.
Shadow Shield has been
Oh,
activated.
bisa
There you
ketemu
go,
beda server
everyone.
lah.
SNG is gonna go down in quick succession right here. The
Bisa
Force
beda
Shielder
server.
Oh,
just
Arundra,
went
Mama
down
Arundra.
without being
Masa?
able to use the Shadow Shield.
Icon.
For the side of console gamers,
Ngeri nih,
it's gonna be
Icon.
1-0. That's gonna be
Seru,
first
seru.
blood being given to you
Wah,
by
game
Bakery
ikut
Boys.
semua,
Now,
Indra, kalau ada lagi
what's
Indra
gonna
kayak
happen
gini,
next?
Indra.
We have
Ikutlah.
here Jella being
Enak
targeted
apa,
by
dong.
Dia anak
pretty
bawang
much
kan, biar
everyone
dapet FG.
from Bakery
Enak,
Boys.
dong.
She's being
Nyata.
attacked. She's being targeted. She's now
Kamu,
teleporting from
Irwan,
one
aku.
side
Andi
of the
masuk
map
juga, Cok.
to another.
Tuh, Andi
Now
masuk
Ice
dua
is
kali.
trying
Nggak mau
to
dia, nggak mau
pretty
dia.
much
Nggak mau dia
damage
ikut anu dinamik,
Play
nggak mau dia.
Maya Ice as
Sama
well is
dia.
running for dear
Mending
life
jadi
here.
pengkhianat.
But again, as you can see for the side of Bakery Boys, the
Kenapa tadi malam kamu lam?
HP of the
Kalau
party
cok,
members is
anjir.
not
Dalam
really,
berapa?
taking any damage at all.
400.
Same goes
Main
for
apa QQ
the
kan?
HP of
Untuk
console gamers. So
Oh,
I
main
think
anu
they're still
aja,
trying to
nggak
measure
besar,
each
pakai
other up right
2000-an,
here. But there you go, tuloy
Pangan
Saya
5.000-an,
is now
3.000,
taking the
2,
damage.
2.30.
Okay, that of course
Pasangan tengah berapa?
is receiving some
5.000.
punishment. No kidding.
Semua
And Ice as well
kompa besar ini paling besar
activating
berapa?
that
20,
grappler
30.
mode. Okay, I think
Anjing,
he's
mau-
trying
mau-
to
mau
pinpoint
kamu
his
ikut,
target.
mau
He's now,
mama, anu.
he has now
Bulan
his eyes
puasa
set
memang
on
jadwal.
Jella,
Bagiannya siapa
but
sih?
will,
Kamu sama siapa?
divert his
Dirga,
attention
Mirna.
to
Dirga siapa?
Kitagawa.
Dirganya
But
Ajis
Kitagawa
kah?
is
Dirganya
really,
Ajis.
you know,
Ajis barusan pulang tadi nih.
relentlessly from one
Tadi juga
side to
Ajis, tanya
another.
Ajis.
It's
Masa
really, really
Ajis
trying
barusan
to
pulang di sini
prolong
sama
the game
Hamuka?
right here.
Ajak
Now
ke
the battle
bukber.
mode has been exhausted. Jella,
Tanggal
however,
21 nanti
activated
bagian
battle
pelas.
mode 3, as you can see right here,
Iya,
everyone. That's gonna be a huge amount of damage at him. Is now
40
starting
orang.
to receive some damage right here.
Bagaimana?
Iya,
Tulu yang
bagian
saya
pelas
is
kan
now
besar, Cok.
about to go
Sultan,
down. Will he
Ismail,
go down? We
Fendi.
don't know yet. But there you go. I
Madi
think a punch has been
Palaran.
committed.
Kan anak pelas semua yang dulu.
They're now receiving some
Edir.
punishment from
Menang
one another.
konsol gaming
We have the Shadow Shield being
Final nih,
executed
Cok.
right here. Jella is now
Lamanya
being
nih.
cornered by Ice. What's gonna happen? Jella will now fall down. It's gonna be
Mati-mati
pushed
anjir.
down.
Tara di
Courtesy of
Indra,
Bakery
Tara.
Boys.
Iya sama-sama
Now,
batu,
we
Cok.
are looking at the map right here. Another
Kalau habis waktu
battle
ini,
mode being
kayak mana?
activated here by Ice. That's the illusionist mode. What is he gonna
Berarti
do
bagian
now?
kon ini
Team
kalah.
is running for dear life.
Karena sudah ada mati
Okay,
satu.
no mana freeze being executed just yet.
Gua dia
Mhm.
mati tuh.
We have our last
sudah mati.
three
Coy,
remaining
Kidin.
members for the side of console
Baker
gamers.
boy.
Will they be able to survive this one? They still
Nggak
don't
ada,
have
berkurang
any
darahnya.
kill at the moment. So Play Maya is now being decimated. Will Play Maya go down? Definitely Play Maya will go down as well. That's gonna be the 4th kill count coming in for the side
Tahu,
of
manis.
our Bakery Boys. We are
Gimana
down
kamu,
to
Lam?
our last 3 kills
Di
in order
rumah.
for the Bakery Boys to secure their
Kok nonton
first
Lam?
win for the evening.
Nonton
So
ini
what's
aku di
gonna
YouTube
happen?
nih.
Seal of Damnation being committed, not getting Tim in
Aku
the
juga
process.
nonton, Cok.
Tuloy ang saya. Trying to chase that Engineer X sign.
Kok lama betul ini?
Winterfield right here with
Anjir,
the
Cok.
gunner
Ay,
mode
kalas
from
dia
the
ini yang
Forest
kon.
Archer. And
Oh, sorry.
our Blader, Engineer X
Udah
sign,
berkurang
has
darahnya.
been
Baker
taken
ini.
out in the equation. Kitagawa will
Gendong
also
dia,
lose
Cok.
Iya, Cok.
his life
Batu
in the
semua.
process. We are now down to
Ah.
our
Gendong dia.
last 2 members of console gamers. Oh,
Yeah,
I
with,
guess that's
Oh,
the
ada
game.
hero, ada hero-nya kah?
Mhm,
Oh, ada
it
hero.
is. It
Udah
definitely
panik
is
aja nih.
kind of a prolonged matchup overall.
FA-nya
It
dulu
was a
nih.
battle between Bakery Boys and console gamers. However, there is one big
Iya.
key factor into what had occurred
Oh, menang sudah.
coming in from that matchup is that the force shielder coming in from, I believe console gamers was on the right side, right? So it was the force shielder. It was
Lama-lama komentar
Satu
tuh.
yeah, the
lagi.
force shielder that was not able to
Ribut, Cok.
use
Malas
the
aku
shadow
langsung.
Satu
shield,
ronde
which
kan
is really
4 ronde dia
unfortunate
nih.
because that is one of the costs that you have to pay when it comes to not using your shadow shield early on. The opposing team, the enemy team, could go and target you, suppress you with that shield charge coming in from the force shielder of Bakery Boys, and then right after that you had
Membayangkan
successive suppression as well coming in from the BM2 of the
Betapa.
force shielder, which is really annoying to deal with because you can't use any of your skills.
Udah
And
nempak Indra.
after then,
Kan?
he died,
Udah nempak.
not able to use his shadow shield.
Apa
It
nempak?
was a 5v4 matchup,
Apa itu
and
nempah?
it was
Sudah
just
nggak tahu apa
GG,
namanya
game
itu
over.
nempah.
Udah
Exactly,
nempas
but,
dia.
let's see what really happened in the highlight.
Masuk
Because
apa
Lagi,
merah
lagi. Nanti aja tunggu Palladium lah
Just
sekalian.
gonna recall
Itu aja
what
sudah
that occurred there.
cukup.
I think the most important thing here is the targeting, right?
630
The
sudah
initial
cukup
stage
itu.
of that matchup, like SNG fell down quite quickly,
Kesel
right? I
pun
think
ku
that's
bantai.
one of the key perspectives.
What?
Bakery
Diam,
Boys was
diam.
able to use a shadow
Diam,
shield,
diam aja,
console
Lam.
gamer was not, and then Bakery Boys was, you know what?
Belum gue tahu
The
Coba
enemy
kita
team
ikut
doesn't
turnamen
have
ku
shadow
gendong
shield.
kamu
You have a
sampai
lot of
final paling
suppression
lawan
coming in
Koniperai
from the
kita
force
kalah,
shielder.
Cok.
You have the
Kalah
panic
ya.
as well. You have
Ya,
a lot
lawan
of these crowd
Koniperai paling
controls
kalah.
that can pin down the force shielder from
Betute,
console gamers,
betute.
and that was just the winning
bantai.
condition from them. Remove the force
Bantai
shielder,
ya.
no more shadow shield.
Bantai.
The opponents are going to be squishy. We still have the force archer. We still have
jadi
the
Pokoknya nama
force
grup
shielder
kita
as
tahu
well.
apa?
So in a prolonged
Apa?
matchup, console
Jajang.
gamers gonna have that
Jajang.
massive disadvantage.
Yeah, I also
Jajang.
want to ask.
Nah,
I
langsung
didn't
aja.
notice. I didn't notice, but it's possible
Belian
that
itu
the reason
tuh.
why SNG was not able to at least activate the Shadow Shield is because he doesn't have any mana. Maybe the Force Blader from the side of Bakery Boys that targeted SNG using mana freeze to pretty much hold or stop him
Tunggu jadi
from
malam
using the
ini.
Shadow Shield. I'm not sure. I was not able to observe if the mana freeze has been committed by the Force Blader of Bakery Boys. But again, like what my partner said a while ago, it's about how you really activate the skill. If people compare the activation of Shadow Shield from console gamer to Bakery Boys, I think Bakery Boys activated their shield like 30 seconds inside the game after at least with the clash. Playmaya tried to dive in really tried to bait pretty much everyone, but was not successfully doing so. They really had their eyes set on SNG. And still, that costed them this match right here, and that's 1-0.
Freddy, Nak, Topik sama Eric anjing.
Full MCR nanti pet kuning nanti malam nih.
Looking at
Wah.
the
10
HP
slot.
bars, the only thing that
Wah.
you see under those players' names.
Ndra, itu betulnya habis berapa, Ndra? Kalau
And also
pilih
the
Banyak
and
sulam
also track them,
ratusan.
Mahal
the
gitu.
buffs are going to be
Ratusan.
buffs. So,
Oh iya
as I
kah?
mentioned,
Mahal
this
ke
is
resetnya
also
itu.
a possibility
Mahal,
that
Cuk.
the
Kalau kira
mana
murah.
freeze can
Yang
be
buat bulat
executed,
itu.
but
Yang
what we
yang
have
pink.
called, from what we
Yang
have
pink itu yang
discussed
yang
already,
mahal
on
itu
both
anjir.
sides of the coin here for Bakery
Kalau
Boys
lihat ada
and
berapa
console
harganya,
gamers,
lihat di
there's
web
a
ya.
lot of perspective of crowd control, right? You have the four shielders that
Cheater
has
anjir,
the
ngeri
charge,
betul.
that has
MCR semua.
BM2 suppression. You also
Gila
have the
anjing
Panic
aku aja
Drive from the
merinding
Warrior,
lihat itu.
the Force Blader that can root down their opponents.
Malah
and
aku
the
lupa
mana freezes as
answer
well.
reset
So there's just
artgame-nya.
a lot of things to consider
Alah,
in the
lupa aku
overall
beli
gist
cuk
of things.
kemarin
So I think
artgameku.
one of them
Hilang
could
percuma.
stack up to what you have mentioned as well, that the Force Shielder can't do nothing
Wow,
in
dapat
that
mix
situation.
lagi. Nampak apa aku
And
ini?
of course, we have now the game number 2. Will they be able to force a game number 3 for console gamers, or is this going to be the end of the road? Will
Oh, ada
they
premium
be
baru
just
dia lain
taking the consolation
Dapat apa
prizes?
nih?
SNG right here trying to pretty much tank some of the damage right here. Akan
Mix
focusing
lagi cuk
his
anjing,
eyes
bosan aku
on
dapat mix ini.
SNG. SNG,
Malas aku
however,
beli ya.
not taking so much
Lengkap
damage.
aku.
Maybe
Iya.
consider using Art of Defense if he's going to be
belum
targeted
cekin ya.
by so much
Apa
players
ini
here
sih?
in order for him not
Apa
to
aku
receive any
tempat?
damage, but that's not going to happen right now. But because
Tempat
the
aku ya.
battle mode 2, as you have said, Infinity was
Anjir dapat
committed
mix
right
2
here, and
lagi
the Shadow
cuk.
Shield
Cuma emang dia
being
emang kurang
activated,
ajar
and Ice
memang.
went down. He melted
Aduh,
down.
aku pakai apa ya?
Okay, he melted down. Ice right here went down. That's gonna be the first
Banyak
count
nih
coming
screen
in
cok.
from the side of console gamers.
Cos
As
Cellstone
you
lah.
can see right here,
20
that's gonna
muka.
be the Shadow Shield being exhausted.
Iya, anjir.
Icon has now
Nah, masa aku nukar mix lagi?
at least the eyes of pretty much everyone right here. There you go. Some of the buffs has been committed.
Coba aku menempa bang.
We have some war cry, morale cry being initiated by their warrior right here, and also that massive
Plus 7 lah
ability
satu.
coming in from the side of the Force Archer of Bakery Boys within the field doing his job, but still they won't get anyone from console gamers. Ice as well is now still being punished. They know how nimble this character is. Do good damage, but still your defense is not
Boy,
that
ini
high.
bagus nih.
Ice
Yang
is being
hijau-hijau.
chased down.
Yang
He
hijau-hijau
enters
Ndra
this
dapat
arena
dapat
right
anu
here.
Ndra.
He can just dash in and fade out.
Dapat
In the
ACC.
process, while recovering.
Oh, yang 15K.
Will we be able to
Iya.
survive this assault?
Kemarin aku
Coming in
nukar
from
dapat
the five
sapir aku di
members
situ.
of console gamers, we will find out. But technically,
Baru
as you
6K
do so,
lagi,
pay attention to
anjing.
one of the players, Bakery Boys. I'm pretty sure the other team members are busy hitting.
Langsung habis
them
kayak itu
back,
dia. Nggak bisa di reset lagi.
as well.
Itu kau
And
beli
we
barang
have
di
your engineer X
Alam.
sign.
Iya,
Gets
baru
so much
dapat
damage,
itu.
and that's gonna be the second time wherein Ice is gonna hit the
Oh, kau
mat,
nggak beli
and
barang
he is
yang
down and out.
Iya.
He is now out of the equation.
Tapi
It's
kalau
gonna be
habis itunya
4
ngereset
is
kayak
to
dia.
5
Nggak reset.
round right here.
Oh,
Tim
langsung
is
habis
about
dia.
to go down
Iya.
as well. Will he
Tergantung
be able
kau
to
beli barang
survive
aja
that
lagi.
assault? And I don't think so. And Tim will go down, and that's gonna be the third kill count coming in from the side of the gamers. How the
Ada
turns have
nutu-
tied
mix
everyone. So how
plus
the
3
tides
sudah.
have turned, sorry. that was really messed up. How the tides have turned, everyone. It's now the console gamers holding the lead. Again, the Bakery Boys. Will they be able to do a miracle right here? Will they be able to force game number 3 in this best of 3 series right here against Bakery Boys? We don't know yet. Okay, but Icon again is taking so much damage. He needs someone to heal him. Where's the winter field? Now that is the question. Jella, however, trying to teleport from one place to another. Tuloy ang saya, getting hit by that blader engineer X-Side. Dealing the death blow. Tuloy ang saya, going down in flames. So is Winterfield because it's summer. Okay. Icon right here is not going to survive as well, and I think that's the game right there and then. Wow.
Yeah. It is a different expected result, right? Coming in from game number 1, it was a totally different story. And I think it really boils down to how console gamers kept the Force Shielder alive, kept everyone alive at that matter, and was just buying a lot of these time to be having a delayed type of setup. And the thing is like, from game number 2, console gamers as well did not use a shadow shield early on, but I think what made the big difference this time around is that they were playing a bit more safe, like the Force Shielder having the BM2 already
kalau
ready
sampai
when the game
70
started,
enggak kalau
they
saya
have the
enggak
AoE
sampai
suppression
70 juta.
Kalau aku sih hitunganku 50-an itu.
Enggak,
50 juta.
Bukan 50-an
After 30 seconds
itu
or a
pet
minute,
in trade.
then and there we're in the
Ya,
opponent's
berapa
shadow
harganya
where
itu?
we use
Nggak
the
sampai
shadow
50
shield. So
juta
really it's a matter
harganya.
of this delayed
Nggak sampai
timings, how
50
you're
sih,
able to
paling
utilize your
nambah
skills,
aja harganya di web itu.
as we have
Lihat
discussed
aja
a
bentar
while
aku
ago.
lihat.
On top the combat
Di
power
web
is a huge
jelas dia
priority of
beli
things,
pakai art game
is
dulu kan.
also very important.
That's true.
Dapat
That's true.
3 biji, baru dia beli di main. Kayaknya dia ngumpulkan di art game sih. Itu 20k. 167 kali 20 kali 20 3 juta 3 juta kali 3 jutaan kali berapa dapat berapa nih 20 dapat 13 itu aku main-main paling 30-an juta nih
Iya.
Betul-betul satu hit tadi hajar itu.
paling banyak dia itu soalnya dia kan kulihat 13 berarti dia beli di lelang itu 13 di web soalnya kulihat di web 13 biji 20 wallet
is a difficult moment, right? And
Antara
shadow
dua
shield
enggak.
in 4 minutes and 50 seconds for console
Siapa tahu
gamers.
dia
And I
beli
think
di
that
lelang
speaks
lebih
on how
murah.
delayed those shadow shields are.
tapi
Coming
aku
in
lihat
from
dia
the
itu
Force Shielder
13
of
biji
console gamer,
cuman
that
di web sama
netted
di
them
13 biji
bit
kurasa
of
lebih
a huge
ya nggak tahu sih
at
di
the
lelang
middle of the
berapa pet in
matchup.
trend
Because
Satu
overall, it's
pet
like
in
a
trend nggak ada yang
high
jual
risk,
di
high
lelang
reward
di
Ada.
sort of situation. And
ada
having
dijual di lelang
disable
kau
your
lihat aja
shadow shield after 30 minutes,
1,6.
after a minute, after 2 minutes time
Hah?
before you utilize it. The important
Mana
aspect
di
is
lelang,
that if you're
Cuk?
gonna do something
Ada di
similar,
pet to
you
train.
have to keep
Kau
everyone
masuk di
alive.
pet.
And so far, console gamers was able to do
nggak
that.
ada
Was
kau
able to do
lihat
that
di lelang
successfully.
nggak ada
Astaga.
Nice. And of course, because of
Ada,
that,
Cok.
what they did,
sorry
they still have a shot
oh ada
in securing a
Oh iya,
slot
ada
in
ya.
the grand final.
14
we
aja,
are
anjir.
going to- Yeah, they
Ya
still
makanya
have,
aku
they
bilang nggak
both
sampai
have
50 juta.
a shot to
satu
at least,
bijinya nih hitungannya
have, their
100
names, listed as one of the
150 ribu lah satu
finalists
biji nih
for this
Sedangkan
tournament on the
200.000.
dia
Pegasus
hoki, Cok.
server.
Hoki banget.
Okay,
betul
so
tadi
we
tuh.
are going to game number 3.
udah
Okay, so I think console gamers was able to adjust pretty much on what they're doing. So will they be able to mimic or pretty much duplicate the result in this last round right here, or will they give
Allah Akbar
that
saatnya mana
particular
apa dulu
opportunity that Bakery Boys is looking for in order for them to secure that grand final slot?
bisa kan naikin ya
In
Bismillah ya lah
Celestial Sea Pegasus server.
cobalah
Yeah, it's a battle of wits
Terus
between
7.
both these teams, right? And I really like how it was Baker Boys who mentioned that these two are teams, or well, rather, these two are friends.
Baju
regardless.
Indrasik
So
Metal,
whoever wins
double
this,
AMP,
there's pretty much
satu
like a moral
slot,
support situation.
40
You know
kam
what?
murah.
If you win it, I'll support you to the very end.
Rugi satu
Maybe
slot.
win the
Bagus
grand
kau
finals,
berlimit
but
trailku
if I
tuh.
win, then you know what?
Kok
We'll carry
plus
the
Yang mana?
honor
plus
of the
15,
Pegasus server
double
together
slot?
going into the grand final. So
Ada
regardless,
nih.
I think a
Ada
very
di
close
lelang.
Double
tie
AM
as well.
double
This
AMP.
third
Iya.
game would mean for
Wah.
any of these teams, because
Nyala.
as you have recalled,
Mithril juga kan
player,
disik.
the team that will win in this third game will have a slot in the grand final.
Mithril kasih.
And there you go. That's gonna be the shield being.
Nggak jelasan
I can see lots of battle modes
Mithril.
being
Oh,
Rapper mode is
Mithril.
by engineer X sign right here. Who's gonna be his target? We don't know yet.
99
But
ka.
Icon is now
Bukan,
focusing
bawah
on
lagi, bawah
SNG. Will he be
Belum
successful?
sehat
No, I don't
dia.
think so because SNG has the art of defense right here. He's not gonna be able to target that.
Kalau ini
tank
ada
of
sick
a
metal
force
ini.
shielder in the personification of SNG. Ice, however, is being punished once again right here. Shadow Shield being committed by both teams right here. Ice is
Kita
about to
menempa
go
dulu
down. Ice is
apakah
receiving some punishment. We don't know what's gonna happen here, everyone. We have lots of debuff and buffs are coming in. And there you go. That's gonna be Ice hitting the mat again for the first time.
Sama
in
sudah,
round
Cok.
number
Seru
3.
sudah nih.
What's gonna happen? SNG
Seru,
will
Cok,
go
ini.
down as well. Oh my god. That's gonna be a good trade for a blader to a force shielder.
OC9 gila, mahal
We
juga
don't know
anjir.
anymore. Icon, however,
Pandurit.
his HP is already
Bantai.
almost
Ya. Diam dulu,
sustained
join dulu.
by Winterfield,
Cok, seru
good
nih
support coming in
pertandingannya
from
nih.
our force archer. SNG still down for the count.
Oh,
He's
babak
not
kedua kayaknya.
responding anytime soon. Engineer
Final.
X-Sign is being punished right here. What is he gonna do?
Backer, Cok, yang
He's
ngeri.
moving from one side of the map to another.
Jangan
He's
sampai
being
mati
targeted by
FA-nya,
Winterfield, who's a
astaga,
battle mode, who's
FA-nya nih.
activated.
Lambatnya
However,
heal, Cok.
Ice is also being punished. Jella,
FA-nya
however,
sih ini
went
kuncinya.
down and
Iya,
hit the
sama-sama
sack.
ada FA soalnya.
That's gonna be the
Harusnya
second
bunuh dulu
kill
FA-nya
coming in from
Winterfield
the
tuh.
Bakery Boys.
Baker
Ice,
Boss.
Ice, again being sustained by
Itu
Winterfield. Winterfield
kosong
is
dia,
doing
Cok.
so
Nggak ada
much,
yang mau hit dia tuh.
healing right here.
Winterfield
Everyone. If
bebas
you're
dia
gonna
nge-heal
ask
dari
me,
jauh.
Winterfield is doing one hell of a job sustaining
Nggak ada yang fokus ke
everyone's
dia.
HP in everyone's HP in his party.
Nggak ada FB-nya kah?
Really
Oh,
well.
nggak
So
ada.
that's one thing that
Apa
I want to
enaknya
credit
FA-nya,
credit
Cok?
with. Engineer
Yang
X-Sign will not be able to
Capella
take
nih
the
nggak ada yang mau
punishment.
ganggu.
However, that's gonna be his life going to 0. SNG is still not, SNG is still not responding. That is 2-1. What's gonna happen next? We don't know yet. Tim,
Matikan
however,
dulu
right here with
FA-nya,
battle mode
astaga.
3. Jella moving
Ada
again from
Sonic,
one
Cok.
side of the map to another, using teleport to avoid being targeted. Icon, however, right here just activated his battle mode, and that's gonna be the battle mode 3 of
Harusnya
the
langsung
Shielder.
kalau
Jella,
yang
however,
FA-nya tadi
again,
nih
is
kan.
being punished, being chased down. Tuloy ang saya is now being targeted. That's the heal. That's the heal
Nggak
that
ada
I'm
yang
talking
hit
about.
FA-nya, Cok.
He's being
Enaknya tuh.
sustained, but will
Astaga,
he be
bebas
able to
nge-heal.
keep it up? Winterfield, he's
Kok mahal
gonna heal
betul sekarang
pretty much
kos-skor,
everyone
Cok.
in
Anjir.
the party, not just
Berapa,
Tuloy ang saya,
Ndra?
but pretty much Ice as well, because Ice is about to go down and hit the floor once again. What's gonna happen here?
Bebas
That
dia,
is
dia
a 3-1
nge-heal
kill
nih,
count,
Cok,
still in
FA nih.
favor of Bakery Boys. Ice is now half HP, still being sustained by Winterfield. Winterfield on the roll right here, healing everyone in his party. Icon as well being sustained. The presence of mind of this player is just too amazing. It's really amazing. Pretty much looking at everyone's HP, making sure that they don't go down. That is
Absent
something
ba ito?
to give
Halo,
credit
good gaming.
for. Tuloy ang saya, however, will not be able to continue fighting because he will hit the sack. That's the Force Blader gone for
kalah
you.
din.
And
Nggak
Tim,
bisa lah,
however,
FA-nya bebas,
despite
Cok,
being
nge-heal.
the warrior, being a bit
Ih, nggak ada
weak
keluar
compared
darahnya
to,
yang kiri.
Iya.
Backernya.
a Force Shielder.
Harusnya
Still
tadi
trying to survive,
FA-nya dulu.
hanging on to dear
Ah.
life. Still, that's a 3-2.
Ini malah sembarang
Gamer
dihantamnya.
can still catch up, but Kitagawa
Kalau mati FA-nya
and,
udah aman kan,
SNG
nggak ada yang
is
nge-heal.
not responding anymore.
Iya.
SNG is not responding anymore.
Bertambah terus
Again,
tangannya
that
mereka,
additional
Cok.
layer of protection coming in from the Shadow Shield won't be available for the side of console gamers. The question is, will they be able to keep this one up? Because we are now down to the last 3 kills in order for the Bakery Boys to move to the grand finals. Icon, however, is being targeted right here. He's just trying to position himself properly in the map, in the eyes of everyone, making him a clear target in order for his teammates to avoid being punished. And there you go. Tuloy ang saya, running for dear life. Again, it's just Kitagawa, Engineer X-Sign, and Jella, and Play Maya battling out, duking it out here in the
Sayangnya
Lakeside
nggak
Arena.
ada hit.
That's gonna be 5-3. last 2 kills for the side of Bakery Boys in order for them to secure their grand finals spot.
Gimana?
Jella,
Kurang
the
darahnya.
Cataclysm. There
Puas
you
mereka
go. Will
nge-heal.
she be able,
Isi
able to
darah
survive?
lagi.
I don't know yet. And that's gonna be the charge. That's gonna be the dash in. Jella, no. However, she's gonna fall down, and that's gonna be the game, I think. And we have the last player, Play Maya, receiving direct assault from pretty much everyone of Bakery Boys. Quick Cataclysm, every skill that's being thrown at him, he needs to endure it. But I don't think he will be able to do so. And that's going to be the game. And our first grand finalist for the Pegasus server, the Infinite Warp Celestial Sea, is none other than the Big Three Boys.
Congratulations for securing the slot in the grand finals for Pegasus server. And I really want to break it down one by one what happened in number 3. But overall, Bakery Boys' coordination coming out from that game 3 was spot on. It was really, really good. The chemistry was there. Coordination was perfect as well. Coming down into that very last game. So well deserved the win and unlocking that grand finals.
That's true. I was really, surprised that the rest of the members of Console Gamers was able to survive that particular assault despite not having a forced shielder anymore. I am really curious on what happened because SNG did not respond anymore. So I don't know what happened. But the highlights ready. Maybe you can break it down for us, Infinite.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, at the initial start, you have Console Gamers, right? You have the force kicks coming in by Bakery Boys. Their target is SNG, and SNG was clever. He used up the art of defense to be able to buy time. However, there is a big mistake here. Console Gamers at 6 minutes used the Shadow Shield. It was perfect. It was really good, but also used the Mortal Bane. The Mortal Bane at that situation was the ideal part wherein you had the AOD up, you had the Shadow Shield up. So the Mortal Bane, decreasing your defense is not really that big of a deal. However, one big thing was missed. For Console Gamers, you have SNG. The AOD's timer was already gone. Mortal Bane was still up. You still have the Shadow Shield up. However, the Shadow Shield is easily broken with a Mortal Bane active. So I think one mistake there by Console Gamer, specifically for SNG, was not able to cancel the Mortal Bane at the right time. So not having their 4 shielder, that is one big chunk of player, one big player already gone for the side of Console Gamer, especially considering a 7-minute mark matchup. You can utilize your Shadow Shield twice in that whole duration, similar to what Bakery Boys is doing here in 1 minute and 30 seconds, which is really, really unfortunate for Console Gamers nevertheless. But Bakery Boys' decision-making and their coordination to really just pinpoint on SNG overall at the initial start of that matchup was quite clever.
That's true, and I also have to give credit to Winterfield. He was very, very active in terms of healing his teammate. I really thought that some of his teammate is about to go down, but then again, at some point, the clutch heals coming in from this Force Archer is really, really something that I really admire. The presence of mind, despite being pressured, despite being attacked by pretty much everyone from one side to another, he was still able to heal his teammates and prioritize supporting them. So wow, Winterfield, you're one hell of a guy. And of course, that's going to be our first code for tonight because we just reached our first milestone for the evening. Thank you so much, guys, who's watching at home, because you're the one who made this code possible.
Yeah, massive thank you to the community, to Cabalistas out there. We have reached our first milestone. So type in that code. It's D4V7P9X3.
And of course, get rewarded, guys. Again, this kind of tournament won't exist or won't be even possible without you guys, because Cabalistas are the heart of this game. Okay? And the Infinite War of Celestial Sea won't be happening without you guys. So thank you so much for the support coming from me, from Infinity, and pretty much in the back end team.
Anjir, mix
Thank
semua
you
tumbal
guys so much. And
cocok.
I hope you guys can continue supporting us by sharing this stream and of course inviting some of your friends to watch this tournament and introducing the game as well to them. You never know. They might get hooked to it. You might play this together. You can also create your own guild and enjoy 8 different classes in this game right here.
Yeah, for sure. And also, if we hit those milestones more, there's more rewards respectively as well. So tune in for that later on. But that is it for now. The first semifinals have concluded here in the Pegasus server, and there is one more before the grand finals. Before then, we're just gonna take a short break. When we come back, it's the second semifinals.
Anjing pecah tuh kontol.
Untuk tunggalku malah naik semua 14 ini.
Musuh.
Cabal Infinite Combo Tournament. The Infinite War of Celestials. Each team will consist of 5 players working together to claim the victory. In addition, each team is allowed 2 substitute players, ensuring flexibility when needed. And remember, all players must use their own accounts and items, so bring your best gear and skills to the battlefield. No duplicate classes are allowed within the same team. Before the match starts, a coin toss will determine the home team. In case of a tie, the home team will be declared the winner. Each team is allowed a maximum
Anjing
of
pecah
2
juga cok.
revives,
Asuh.
but each player can only revive once per match. Eliminating an opponent earns 1 point. The first team to reach 7 points wins the match. Each round has a 7-minute time limit. If the time runs out, the team with the higher kill count wins. If the score is tied, the team that secured the first kill wins.
I love you.
Tadi PVP B2TE sama asal ya 3 hit anjing
Apa kalah?
Apa kalah?
B2TE
Masa?
Anjing masa sih?
lawan Pojeng juga.
Itu anjir.
Kayaknya mencari 10 juga petnya mereka tuh.
Bah, naik ikutku plus 15 sudah. Mantap.
Anjing pecah juga cok. Udah lah, kontol memang.
Agam tempan Dra.
Talismanku asu.
Gobloknya aku yang DJ-nya goblok. Aku aja pakai save 2, cocok.
Plus 6 dia anjing, plus 7 tuh main. Kontol memang.
Bah, berapa pieces habis yang kah? Kau mau tahu?
Berapa?
250.
Habis 50 omak. Set untrek. Nih, pusing kepala aku ini. Lama Asu memang cok.
Cabal Infinite Combo Tournament, the Infinite War of Celestials. Each team will consist of 5 players working together to claim the victory. In addition, each team is allowed 2 substitute players, ensuring flexibility when needed. And remember, all players must use their own accounts and items, so bring your best gear and skills to the battlefield. No duplicate classes are allowed within the same team. Before the match starts, a coin toss will determine the home team. In case of a tie, the home team will be declared the winner. Each team is allowed a maximum of 2 revives, but each player can only revive once per match. Eliminating an opponent earns 1 point. The first team to reach 7 points wins the match. Each round has a 7-minute time limit. If the time runs out, the team with the higher kill count wins. If the score is tied, the team that secured the first kill wins.
Udahlah, segini dulu lah.
Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back once again to the Infinite War of the Celestial Sea, the Infinite Battle. And again, we are doing the semifinals for the for the Pegasus server. A while ago, we just crowned our first ever finalist for tonight's competition. It's gonna be the Baker Boys, and now we are gonna move straight to our next game, and it's gonna be Lagman versus all.
Yeah, it's a second set of semifinals this time around for the Pegasus server. And last week we have seen
main
these
anjing.
teams duke it out, coming down to the quarterfinals, and now they are
Asu.
here. And I'm quite looking forward
Jangan
to it
ditempa
as well
lagi,
because,
Cok.
in comparison to what we had just
Ring anu apa?
game number 1 or series
Barslet
number 1
dua-duaan
of
hilang.
this tournament today here in Pegasus server, I believe the composition
Apa
coming
pecah,
in
Kak?
versus all and Lagman is now a bit different in
Kak.
comparison.
Main
So,
susu.
on top of like what we
250
mentioned a while
Kak.
ago regarding skills, composition,
Gak
coordination,
jelas memang
this time
game.
around there's also a complexity of a varied composition.
And I am looking forward to those composition that we were talking about, man. So I'm really hyped, stoked, and pretty much excited on what's about to go down because we're gonna be hearing first from their team leaders or team captains. Okay, let's first talk to our team leaders from I
Pusing
think
kepala aku bangsat.
Lagman. Okay, let's see.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, I guessed right. Hello, Dr. Archer. Can you hear me?
Anjing.
Yeah, I can hear you well.
Oh, hi. I like your shirt.
Hi
Okay, so, Lagman, Dr. Archer. Okay, so how does it feel that you are now one of the 4 teams who went to semifinals, and now you're gonna go up against team, versus all, in order for you to secure a spot in the grand final. So how do you feel about it?
Nothing new about it. It's expected.
Wow. Okay, I like the confidence, dude. I like the confidence. Yeah, exactly. How about you?
Gaya
Do you
aja
have questions for our guy right here?
interview nih.
Very simple. Well, did you guys prepare, or is this really just the innate power of Team Lagman?
We're always prepared, and we're always going in clash every time we're going to war. So nothing new about it. Just go to war or just to go to PvP, something like that. So nothing new actually. So it's just a common thing to us going on war between our enemies. Yeah.
Okay, okay. So I really do love the confidence, and I think that is the confidence that you've accumulated by playing together with your teammates for a very, very long time. So just like what you said, it's Gavin. Now, do you have any message to your opponent tonight?
Yeah, can I greet somebody else or my friends?
Okay,
can
go
I
ahead,
can
go
I do a
ahead.
shout
You
out?
can, you can,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
can, you can. Okay, go
Yeah,
ahead.
I want to
I'll
shout
give you
out
that.
my bro Zenith. Yeah,
Okay.
I want to shout out my bro Zenith, and shout out to Mayhem Guild, my Cygnus Guild, and also to Omnia, the guild of my friend Budoy, and the guild of my friend Naes. That's also from Cygnus. That's Deus, and also the best and the best guild here in Pegasus, Team Jika. I said the best because we have three teams on the semifinals, but then may the best team, may the richest team win.
Okay. I thought we're not supposed to talk about riches here. Infinity. Okay, I thought we're not supposed to do that.
Well, you know what, DR Archer, you have the money.
Anyway, thank you
Thank you,
so
thank
much,
you.
and of course, we wish you guys good luck.
Harusnya
And
kill
thank you so
FA-nya
much,
dulu
Dr.
kan.
Archer from Team Lag.
Banyaknya
Thanks,
peluang nih.
The
Bisa
confidence,
mereka menang nih.
riches, wealth, friends of friends, guildmates, they have it all, man. They have it all.
Yeah, I mean, I was really, really, very, very, what do you call this? Not really happy. I was just so happy to see a player who's that confident, but who has the means to back
Aku
it up.
makan ikan nila tadi.
Okay, being confident is one thing. Being able to
Nanti
back
aja.
it up is also another thing. So I love the confidence, and I hope that confidence will also give you the opportunity that you're looking for, or the spot in the grand finals.
Yeah, for sure. And he ain't bragging if it's real. He ain't bragging if it's factual, and definitely so. DR Archer setting foot here into this tournament, the very first one for Cabal Infinite Combo, already reaching the semifinals and potentially the grand finals down the road as well. So a lot of expectations, a lot of pressure as well on Team Lagman overall. But of course, team versus all is not a team
Udah Ndra jangan
scare
ditempa
away,
lagi.
or well, rather run away from danger
Dah, sepecah
and
lang.
banter, and definitely something
Dah,
that we can look forward
aku
to
naik
as
ini.
one of these
Ekip
teams
15
locking
naik
in to the grand final.
bajuku.
So I think we're also going to be
Walletku
hearing from
naik
the
ke
team captain of
Sudah habis FG ku.
team versus all. Okay, let's see if the captain of team versus all can top that confidence level that was given to us by Dr. Archer. So
Extra layer of
the extra
confidence.
layer
You
of
know what? We're gonna win the
confidence.
grand finals. We're gonna take the prize pool, and yeah, we're gonna win it all.
I don't know
Something
if,
like
if
that.
that's gonna be a skill. What are you gonna call it? So that's the extra layer of confidence. So if it's gonna be a skill in Cabal, how are you going to name it?
Confidentiality.
Confidentiality.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
NDA.
Totally different meaning.
Okay, so that's just us goofing around for a bit because we don't want you guys to feel that we're all serious and stuff. Okay, we can also kid around here because it's all fun and games, and that's what we are here to do: to have fun, to enjoy the competition, and pretty much to bring home the title of the champion in the Pegasus server of the Infinite War of the Celestial Sea, the Infinite Battle.
Yeah, and it's an accelerating thought to think about, right? Who will be the first champions of Infinite War of Celestial Seas? Who will be the first champions of the Pegasus server? And as you have mentioned a while ago, right? Winning this tournament is not just about the prize pool. It's not just about, proving to everyone, we have the riches, but also proving to the rest of the server, the rest of the crew, and the community that, we are the best in what we do. We are the best in play, and we are the best in PvP as well. And they are something to be feared for coming down into M Wars and even just innate PvP duos overall in game. So that's something I believe like some of these teams are looking forward into as well, on grasping and really just hoisting the title here in Infinite War Celestial Sea.
Mm-hmm. I mean, again, our next team, the next captain, will also put a say. Okay, we'll also have a say in this tournament right here. I don't know, is the next captain ready? Mm-hmm. Maybe not yet. Okay, so that is versus all, by the way. So upon checking out the team composition of versus all, they were able to at least secure themselves to the grand final. Okay, because it is something that I really admire because they have a force archer, they have a force shielder, force gunner, warrior, wizard. Okay, so pretty much it's a well balanced team composition. The only thing that's missing is maybe that firepower in terms of dealing so much damage because they don't have the blader, but in a sense they have a very well balanced class, which is the warrior. So we're gonna witness that one as well.
Yeah, and definitely, like right now at this current state, we already have Bakery Boys waiting at the grand finals match. You already have console gamers as well waiting for the third place matchup. So the winner here of versus all up against Lagman will be proceeding into the grand finals, batting up against Bakery Boys, and the one who loses, or the one who will be pushed back and shoved away, will be brought down into the losers bracket. A battle for third here in this tournament. And so far, with what you have discussed, right, just peeking into the composition and peeking even into like the battle power so far, both these teams are quite formidable in terms of that battle, formidable in terms of this matchup that we have on our hands for the last semifinals before proceeding into the losers bracket and the grand final stage.
Mm-hmm. That's very true. So we're still waiting for the team captain of Team versus All. We don't know if he's already in, or we're still waiting for him. So I just want to also give a very huge thank you again to our sponsors for tonight. Again, this event won't be possible without you guys. Thank you so much once again to Fantech and you. If you guys are looking for gaming mice, gaming headsets, keyboards, any gaming peripherals, look no further because Fantech has them all. So what are you waiting for? Make sure to visit the Fantech's website, the Fantech's physical store, and get yourself the gear that you need in order for you to stay in shape in terms of gaming.
Stay in shape. I mean, going into the gym with your headsets on, listening to those vibes and music while you work out. But you know what is a good pair as well to, you know what, just working out and getting in shape is watching your favorite entertainment content while you get stronger, may it be in game or may it be in the real world. So if you guys are looking for a streaming services, or rather a streaming service that offers a wide variety of Asian entertainment content, including dramas, movies, variety shows, and anime, View is the one for you, providing content coming from, you know, South Korea, Japan, China, Thailand, and other Asian countries. And at the end of the tournament, they will be giving away 5 View Premium subscription for a year. So what are you waiting for? Tune in, share to your friends, your guildmates. May it be just the one for you, and you still have that chance on winning that free subscription for a year.
You know what I love about you? There are some short clips that I keep on seeing in my feed.
What clips?
Like no, I mean clips, like
clips?
Drama clips, drama clips on
drama
Facebook.
clips. Okay, okay.
Drama clips. Like for example, I just found myself a billionaire husband. I searched everywhere. It's not even available to, it's available to that particular streaming platform, but I tried in View. It's also there. So I was able to watch it for at least free. So once again, thank you so much, View, because it's a very interesting story.
Yeah, it's really, really nice as well. I mean, there's just a lot of things that View can provide in terms of that content, in terms of streaming services, and of course, in terms of gaming, if you want to be equipped playing into the tournament or just playing casually, Fantech has pretty much anything that you can think of in terms of gaming peripherals.
Mm-hmm. A while ago, I was watching an anime in video a while ago because I think that was last Saturday, this Saturday. We had an event in Greenfield, and I was fortunate enough to get myself a free subscription for a month in that event. So thank you so much, View. I was able to watch Hajime no Ippo, the fighting. So I was really, really hyped to watching that moment. So thanks, Rome, and everything. But our next team captain is ready. So let's go to the team captain of Versus All.
Yeah.
Hello. Hello, hello, hello.
Lamanya
Chloe
mulai,
Andrea.
Cok.
Hello, can you hear me?
Gas aja, jangan full
Yes,
drama, anjir.
kamusta, bossing?
Hi. How are you? How are you?
Okay lang, bossing, okay lang.
Okay. So, Chloe, that's a very interesting name, Chloe Andrea. But I'm not gonna ask you about your username anymore. So it's all about the competition. Now that you are in the semifinals, how do you feel?
Ah, medyo kinakabahan kasi pag kami natalo dito, matinding trash talk para sa amin. Pero tatawanan ko lang mga yan.
Right. Okay, so he says that he feels nervous, okay, because at some point he might feel that after they lose this game, they will be receiving lots of trash talk coming in from the opposing team, but he will just laugh it all off. Okay, he will just keep on laughing at them. Okay, he's not gonna like mind or anything. Okay, so how did you guys prepare for this tournament?
Ah, matindi. Nabigla din kami. Kaya, pero naghabol kami para dito sa tournament na to. Pinagandaan talaga namin ang tournament na to.
Mm-hmm.
Para sa
Okay,
kanila.
so they were surprised as well. So they didn't expect to actually reach this far off the competition. So they even tried to at least chase down pretty much everything, down to equipment, to combat power. Yeah, so that's
Para sa
what they're... Okay, go ahead.
Para sa akin kasi yung price niya, hindi ko inaano, wala sa akin yung price, yung saya ng tournament ang hinahangad ko dito. Yung saya ng laban para sa amin lahat.
Right. Okay. So he says, Chloe says that he's not really after the prize. What he's after is the experience and the fun that he's having playing in this tournament. So that's what he is saying to each and every one of us. Okay. Do you have any last message to our viewers watching this?
Para sa Team Gcash, igayak niyo nga sarili niyo, padadapain ko kayo.
Okay. According to him, according to Chloe, to Team Gcash, make sure that you guys are prepared because anytime soon I will make you hit the sack. So that's what he's saying. Okay, so thank you so much, Chloe, and good luck to the rest of Versus All.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. You can.
All right.
What a very interesting interview. I mean, what I love about what I love about this player overall, the leader of Versus All, it's a mix of humble and confidence, right? What's a term for that? Humble confidence. Anyways, it's a mix of both these terms, the mix of both these worlds. I mean, they were mentioning that they really prepared for it. They really want to win, and what they're looking for in this tournament was also the feeling of competitiveness, the feeling that adrenaline coming into this tournament. That is what they're after, not necessarily the prize pool overall, but at the same time, they're looking down at their opponents, they're looking down at the eyes, and you know what? Come into this tournament, we'll fight 5v5, 1v1, and we're gonna bring you down.
That message is really insane. But again, we're gonna head towards our second game for the evening. It's gonna be Versus All once again against Lagman. So they both have very confident messages for one another. Okay, they really want to test each other's endurance, maybe how are they going to persevere compared to one another, because the best team or the team with the most perseverance will definitely win this one. But in terms of team composition for versus all, we have four stars for shielder, for the healing,
Menang
additional
kau semalam
layer
Lam.
of shield from
Kalah.
shielder,
Wah,
first
dikalahkan
gunner
ibu-ibu
maybe
kan?
for the damage,
ibu-ibu
warrior
anjir.
for the
Ya,
additional
sambil
HP, and wizard
ngomel-ngomel.
once again for damage and some support as well, because
Di
I think
bawah
the wizard
tekanan
is
lah
also
kau main.
capable of supporting
Kalau
the
4,5.
characters.
Begitu memang Lam, kalau orang Bugis tuh
Yeah,
jago
for sure.
semua main.
And I think we
Kuat
can
semua
discuss
kan?
a little
Bah,
bit of that
mau
difference
ibu-ibu,
already,
mau anak gadis,
coming into this
anak
competition.
cewek,
It's pretty much
kalau udah
having like
kumpul
the
semua,
Force Gunner and the
tak
player of a
botol lah,
difference, and then the Dark Mage and the Wizard as a difference.
judi
These
semua.
two are the primary
jangan
differences
kan
versus
kau
all
Lam.
and Lagman.
Nenek-nenek
And
aja
it's
main.
very
Bah,
interesting because
nenek
things like
kulam
Force Gunner and Blader, these are like
di
main
Bone.
damage hitters. What
Kalau
their
udah
role
duduk
is in
dipanggil
game
cucunya
is
diajak
to
aja main.
literally just deal damage. Now, it's a bit of a different
Istriku aja
and
orang baru langsung diajak main.
varying.
Semuanya
Force
begitu,
Gunner is more
rata-rata
of that
sudah.
damage.
Dah heran
Blader,
sudah.
is
Tapi dia
primarily
ini main
focused
apa
on
iseng-iseng
single
kan,
target DPS.
nggak main
Now, for the Wizard and
apa,
Dark Mage,
main
it's
dikit-dikit.
one
Iya,
thing
iseng-iseng
for the
habisnya
Wizard
banyak.
to deal damage but also produce buffs.
Enggak
As
lah,
for the Dark Mage, it's also the
1.000,
damage,
2.000.
but on top of that, it's also the crowd control. So these are some of the key differences between these two combos.
That is very true. So we are going to proceed now to our arena right here on Lakeside. And of course, this is going to be once again versus all against Lagman. Let's introduce
udah
our
mulai nih.
players. So for the side of versus all, we have Shona, Joyce Ferrer, Shield Style, Zia Cero, and Chloe Andrea.
Berapa tim
Now
sih?
for the opposition, you have DR Archer, you have R7 Louise, you have Kawa, you have Justin Langam, and Butchok TV coming in from Lagman.
I am really scared about the background of Louis right here. What is, are those eyes I'm seeing? Anyway, so we're about to start our first match against versus all and Lagman. As you can see, the buffs are being committed. They're now trying to pretty much pick who's gonna be their main target. Shield Style right here. Just pretty much focused on Justin right here. Kawa, however, is already half HP. What's gonna happen right here? Lois is about to go down. The shadow shield has been committed right here.
Gimana ya? Gak jelas kau Lam.
Just in the nick of time.
Apa
But
itu,
Chloe Andrea is gonna fall down.
Dra, kamu itu kan, Dra?
Mana?
Aku mau bukber sama Ilham sama Nat. Uangnya Nat sudah sama Ilham sudah ada sama aku pegang.
Kapan?
Kalau ndak hari Rabu aku baru cari di Aston atau di Biela atau di Nona.
Murah-murah Jawan, yang penting kebersamaan.
Ah, mati bucok. Oh, dia SS-nya
hari Jumat kalau udah Sabtuan.
Apa?
SS-nya
Ya,
belakangan
sudah.
guys.
Tadi aku teleponan di telepon aku angkat tadi.
Aja hilang kali. Sona
Nggak, sama Nat dulu Ndra sama Ilham hari Rabu. Kamu ikut kan Ndra?
Barang.
Ya 200 satu orang, tapi uangnya Ilham sudah ada. Sama Nat sama aku.
Coba kau buka di rumah aku, nggak ada modal.
Di rumah Indra aja kan Lam?
Bebas, yang penting kita ngumpul. Apa
iya.
mau gabung sama mereka juga nggak apa-apa.
Bah,
Kita
nggak
beda
usah Lam.
meja.
Oh, mau gabung sama Pelas kan Lam?
Beda meja kita Wan.
Iya kah? Hari Jumat itu sama Pelas.
Bebas.
Nah, kita aja Lam. Bagus.
Ya.
Baru di Bella Kitchen bagus juga Lam. Aku tadi tanya.
Kalah Legman nih, kalah Legman.
Tapi nggak bisa proko di situ Lam karena indoor.
Bisa Wan, bisa. Kemarin aku baru ke situ.
Oh, tadi aku sudah hubungi katanya ada Rabu mau berapa orang? Aku bilang 5 sampai 6 orang atau 7 orang.
Musuh. Naik plus 7 mampus kamu anjing.
Apalagi itu?
Kamu tresis pun dari ceweknya tuh anjing.
This is how it turned
Harus
out.
mantep.
It's gonna be the first game.
Kamu kenapa nih pecah 2 kali Ndi?
Versus all. We are now
Talisman asli kayak itu dia tuh durasi.
in favor
Asli
of
cuk, ngapain pakai chest of word?
Yeah, one more game, one more win. They
Astaga.
proceed to the grand finals, and I
Sakitnya kepala
Alismanku plus 6 pecahan, emeraldku plus 7 pecah.
Emak. Banyaknya kamu juga pecah?
Iya. Amulet pecah, CU-nya Berslet pecah.
Amulet. Yang plus berapa itu, Ndra? Semuanya
7.
Jangan kamu lupa lagi, Cok.
Orang game buat lagi aku, Cok. Plus 6. Naik ke plus 6 masuk tuh.
Oh, tapi banyak nih semuanya.
Apa banyak tapi semua sudah tukar, Cok. Udah lama aku ganti Arundra, udah lama aku ganti aja sudah Paulet V drive frame CU-nya. Tapi sayang kah?
Wan, kita kalau ada pertandingan nih Tuan Indra, kamu gendong kami.
Gas.
Ya.
Gila.
Okay, so I think this is the highlight.
Gila,
As you can see, I think you know, shield style and pretty much just
Indra tadi bilang iya, kita mau digendongnya.
But then again, I can see Acero right here trying to do so much damage. I thought it's gonna be a done deal because Chloe
level 1-mu berapa sudah CP-nya level 1
after that kill,
109.
Level
1? Iya.
Team versus all was able to survive the onslaught or the assault coming in from Lagman. Definitely right after that one, every single one of the players from Lagman fell down like flies, and it turned into a victory for the side of versus all.
Yeah, it definitely was. I think versus all overall.
Pusing kepala aja, Cok, ini.
You still have shield style, and yes, Chloe Andrea fell down quite swiftly.
Alisman plus 6
It was a good opportunity that versus all was able to really just put out those sustains from the Force Archer and even the Force Shielder as well. I think these are some important perspectives and important parts that you really have to take note of. Just because that prolonged matchup, you really have to utilize the Force Archer and the Force Shielder well. If you don't, you are going to lose up against someone or up against a Force Shielder and a Force Archer that knows what they're doing. And so far, both these teams knows what they're doing, but the strength of versus all tops their opponents in game 1.
That's true. That's very true. So what I'm looking at right here is that Shauna was able to survive because I think Chloe was able to get everyone's attention and pretty much served as the primary target on the get-go. So I think that gave them the window of opportunity that they're looking for in order for them to at least punish the team members of Team Lagman in the process as they are chasing Chloe. So definitely a very good teamwork being executed right here by Team versus all. Let's see if they can replicate the result on game number 2.
Yeah, we'll see if versus all can take this down 2-0 to go into the grand finals, or Flagman can make it back. But so far, versus all really looking quite confident there. Looking at that screen, looking even at the camera as well as he asked Sarah, just putting out that smile as well, jumping into game number 2.
I'm not really sure with what's with the Z once again.
Yeah,
I was able to ask Z Lady and
beli lagi yang 399 dilelang.
So she told me it's zombie. So is it really zombie? I'm not really sure anymore. But then again, like what my partner said, maybe Z is the alphabet that represents strength. Okay, so let's find out if again versus all will be able to replicate their victory from game number 1.
Yeah, it definitely is something to look out for. And a while ago, right, in the interview, Lagman was very confident. DR Archer was specifically very confident coming down into this lineup, coming down into
Jadi gimana kita Wan bukbernya nih Wan?
Jadi hari Rabu.
So maybe game number 1 is just more of a warm up here. Lagman, this is the time for them
masih terawih
to
sih
really
berat.
set their stones or set their eyes on the prize. Coming into game number 2, because this is all hands on deck. Once they lose this, they're brought down into the losers bracket.
That's true. Again, nothing is set in stone yet. So we are going to, wow, okay, there is an announcement. Okay, so again, you can also watch this in YouTube. So this is going to be the next match, the second match for tonight. It can be the last game for versus all, and of course, it can be the last game for Lagman. or they can force a
dan
miracle
terima
and
kasih.
have a game number 3. But there you go. I think Justin right here just above the, you know,
Jadi kamu jam berapa kesini, Brat?
defense right here. And of course, we have here Chloe Andrea falling down again on the get-go. I'm not sure what's gonna happen, but Joyce Ferrer is also being punished right here. And that's gonna be
Jam
Joyce
berapa kamu
Ferrer
kesini, Brat?
going down. That's
Rabu.
gonna be 2 kill count coming in from the side of Team Magnet.
Apa?
But they still have 5
Jam berapa kamu kesini Rabu?
Padahal beringar nih,
Bebas sembarang aja dari pagi juga enggak masalah.
Ini FPS-nya beringar anjir. Bang
Dari
kuliah
pagi,
nih.
Wan. Mau jogging nggak dulu sore?
Asareo,
Boleh.
Asareo.
Boleh.
Mau di
Mau lari nggak?
Mau bukber di hotel kah? Mau bukber di anu?
Oh, bebas aku Wan sembarang.
Coming in from their warrior. So Chloe
Yang penting ada makanannya aja, Wan.
Ya, Aston mantap lah, Mas Tom.
Is this gonna be the end of his road? But he's being
Ini baru
sustained right
kuhubungi
here
orang Aston.
by Shona. Shona,
Wah,
however,
mantap
is
itu, Wan.
also trying to distance himself away
Hah?
from some of the players because Joyce
Iya.
right here
Aston, ya.
is just pretty much shooting at everyone. Butchok TV is also about to go down. Our blader from the
Aston,
side
bagus tuh, Wan.
of
Aston,
Blackman
Wan.
is about to go
Iya.
down, but there's the sustain. Lewis,
Kau lihat nih
however,
Pegasus
the
nih
Barkley
beringer ternyata
has been
cok
taken
lawannya.
out. It's gonna be a
Kalau
1-2
Aston berat ada
situation still
door
in
prize-nya
favor
berat,
of
Bro.
Blackman. So
Wah,
Shona,
iya Wan.
however,
Bisa kawan ditulis nama aku aja Wan.
Oh, iya, kah?
at all. Still surviving with that massive heal being committed. That's gonna be Butchok TV losing the battle mode.
Wan, ayo umroh Wan.
For dear life,
Apa?
Joyce Ferrer
Ayo
has
kita umroh, Wan.
his eyes
Wah,
set on Butchok
umroh
TV
mau umroh
right
kok
here,
berat.
being punished.
Apa?
Dr. Archer is also being punished.
Ndra, ayo umroh, Ndra.
Survive this? I don't think so. That's gonna be a 2-all in terms of our
Enaknya
score.
gue langsung bilang ayo umroh.
It's really hard to tell who's gonna win this one.
Anu berarti ya lebaran di
Scores are
Madinah
all
gitu lah.
tied up.
Iya, betul Wan. Bagus Wan.
Wah,
Is again being
Betul
punished.
dapat capu-capu disayang sama orang Arab.
Activating
Iya, aku orang Lebanon aja
battle
cuy.
mode 3 right here, everyone. There you go. As you can see, Joyce Ferrer just
Bisa cok
looking
kodenya.
at Butchok
Anjir, anjir.
activating
Penipu.
iyalah.
this mode.
Kode Pegasus
But
itu,
I
Jo.
don't think that's gonna be
Oh, iya
enough
kah?
for you to dodge
Iyalah, masa
everything.
umur
And
tadi
Dr. Archer
Tiknut.
will go down for the second
Nggak
time, and
jelas.
that's gonna be the 4th kill for tonight.
Gilanya FPS nih cok, cok. Beringer FPS-nya.
kalah dia.
Hah?
Kalah FPS-nya beringer ya.
Ngeri cok mainnya cok.
Iya kah?
Iya.
Yang mana? Justin kah?
Ini Asareo.
Asareo. Oh, adiknya Selea tuh.
WA. Ini WA nih Azareo, Asero.
Mana WA cok? Oh iya WA
WA itu kah? WA itu kah?
Bah, nggak ada, bukan Azareo yang paling hebat di situ. Kalau Andrea yang paling ngeri di situ nih.
Gua tahu dari mana kawan?
Hah?
Tahu dari kawan?
Kontennya di YouTube.
Wah, ngeri tuan. Kamu lihat WA-nya, Cok. Kostumnya. Nyala-nyala. Oh, bringer dia.
Iya.
Okay.
Lan, coba kita pindah ke Pegasus aja lah.
Kita mau ikut nanti berat ini berat digendong Irian berat.
Wah.
Finalist for our tournament for this evening, it's gonna be versus all going up against
Final ini, final dia ini.
But a
Oh,
showing
final ya?
coming in from versus
Iya.
all, we were expecting how close it was
Yang
at the
yang
start
kayak
of that
siapa yang
game,
setara
wherein
sama
it
Betute di
was
Pegasus
the
sama
loser
kayak Conifer?
opponents. At that time in the semifinals, Lagman
Belum
was able
ada
to
ya?
take down
Ada
Dulu,
lah,
Chloe
FB
Andrea,
FB
who fell down, and the
180.
first
Apa nih
player
tuh
of
kalau
falling
perlu
to
upaya?
spot was Joyce Ferrer.
Kuleng-leng.
Those two quick eliminations
Parah
was
betul
an
parah
indicator
tuh.
that, you know,
Ngeri
Lagman
Iya,
had that
setara cok.
but
Nicknya Kuleleng lah alam.
stood their ground, delayed the situation, and pretty much bought a lot of these time.
Kuleng-leng nicknya FB juga dia main cok.
For their wizard to come back alive.
ACC-nya udah mentok plus 20 cok. TP-nya aja 980 lah.
Huge opportunity once again
Anjing plus
to really
20
overwhelm
bang
Lagman in game 2.
Kuleng-leng lah anu wat FB jobnya sama kayak Conifer.
about to like say that the remaining members
Gila
of
cok.
team versus all was not.
Oh,
is
berarti
not
ada yang
able
lebih
to
ngeri ya di
survive,
Pegasus.
with that kind of
Warrior
result.
Ya.
cok bisa
But
beringer.
right after, you know, Joyce Ferrer.
Cuma dia nggak pernah
and,
ikut
you
war,
know,
Cok. Dia cuma anu aja konten solo-solo
Chloe
DG
Andrea
gitu.
went down
Kuleng-leng
for
salam, anu
the first time
kuleng-leng.
after they responded.
Iya,
Everything
kuleng-leng.
went downhill for the side of Team Lagman. I don't know how that happened.
Kenapa dia nggak ikut
Pretty
ini
much
kompetisi
they tried to
ini?
exhaust every
Nggak mau dia.
available skill of
Low
available
profile
skills
dia.
of Team Lagman to the point where and they don't have
Dibodohin
anything to
kau
throw
anu
anymore.
lam.
And coming from that perspective, they tried to use that in their opportunity since most of their skill is like cooling down as well.
Yeah, it was good though. Coming in down for versus all, a kind of like well-deserved win as well. Regardless, in the semifinals, they were really just able to buy time. And as we keep on talking about, even at the start of the semifinals here in Pegasus server today, two key roles in a prolonged matchup would definitely be the Force Shielder and that Force Archer, just because of how much utility it provides for the team. You have so much crowd control coming in with a Force Shielder, a lot of defensive capability. The Force Archer has those heals as
Gimana
well that
ikutnya
will
nanti
play
kalau ketemu
crucial
saya
role
itu?
in those long matchup. 5 minutes, 6 minutes, 7-minute games.
Warrior, Cok.
Force Archer would be quite pivotal for any of these teams, and so far versus all was able to capitalize on that. So tipping my hats on to the likes of Shona and Shield Style to be able to execute such a feat for the team on winning game 2.
That is very true. So I can't wait to see our highlight. I think it's ready. Because I really want to see what went down, because like what I said, it can be something that you will take as a weakness for the side of versus all.
Mandi dulu lah.
Because seeing their Force Gunner going down, seeing their Wizard going down, you may mistake, you may take it as a sign of weakness for their team. But then again, that's not gonna be the case, because right after those happened, it really snowballed. Okay, and pretty much every last standing member of team versus all was able to hold their ground against the relentless assault coming in from the side of Team Lagman. So kudos, still good fight, Team Lagman. Better luck again next time maybe, or I wish you good luck in the losers bracket. But of course, congratulations to our winner for this tournament, securing the last spot for our grand finals. Congratulations, team versus all.
Yeah, we still have a battle for third regardless, so might be very unfortunate. Lagman wasn't able to go through into the grand final spot, but they still have that chance to secure the third position here in Pegasus server to be the third of the third best team in the server overall. It will be console gamers up against Lagman in that situation. But now, as of yet, it will be the grand finals, wherein it is Bakery Boys that will fight up against versus all here in the Pegasus grand finals.
Yep. I mean, I can't wait. I can't wait to, see what's gonna happen, because it's the battle of the best from the left and right side of the bracket. So seeing these two duke it out for the title of the Infinite War Celestial Sea Infinite Battle, the Infinite Battle champion for the Pegasus server, this is really something that you will always look forward on having. And it doesn't happen every once in a while, so it's like a very rare opportunity for you to jump on and pretty much claim a title like this for your team. So whenever we see you in the events, wow, that particular guy, that guy right there is one of the champions of the Infinite War of the Celestial Sea. So you will be remembered in the history of Cabal.
Yeah, your name will be written on a stone, and that stone, I don't know where it's gonna be. Just imagine it in your brains, in your dreams. That's where it's gonna be.
I can really think of something like their names being etched on the throne. Maybe we can do that. Yeah, like since we have our road to the true king, maybe whenever we have winners like teams like this, since this is also considered as an esport scene already for the Cabalistas. If you guys want that kind of idea, wherein the winners' names will be etched in a stone or in a trophy, and then they will hold on to that trophy until until such time when we do this again. And then if we're gonna be crowning a new winner, we're gonna pass it on to them. But still, the names of the previous winner of the tournament will be etched in that particular trophy forever.
I mean, it's a possibility. We do not really have control over that, but you know, it's a possibility. It might be a good idea. It could be possible for these things, you know, to be etched somewhere significant. But regardless, as you have mentioned, right, this will be the very first tournament for Cabal Infinite Combo, and we have many more to go. So exciting stuff on the way for the Cabalistas out there, not just for the competitive players that is currently present joining into this tournament, but also there are a lot more opportunities moving around. Sometime in the future, we're in the characters that will be used will use standard equipment, standard combat power. So I think that will be something that the casual players will be looking into if they're interested.
And of course, since you guys are showing us undying love and support, always tuning in, here is our second milestone code right here, W9M1P3B7. So what are you waiting for? Make sure that you have your phones with you, you log into your game, and you type in this code in order for you to get rewarded. Because, guys, we love you so much. You guys are the reason why this tournament is happening. And of course, if you guys are interested to join maybe next time, don't be afraid to do so. Okay, take that first step in order for you to be etched in the memory of Cabal.
Yeah.
Lama juga finalnya nih ya.
Right now, we have reached a new milestone as well, and we're reaching quite a bit of milestones here today. So with that said and done, let us
ngapain nonton Pegasus sendiri?
Ketemu nanti aku, Cok.
With the code of
Bisa ketemu kan?
Itu kodenya W9M1P3B7
for the viewers watching at home.
Maksudnya?
Yep. And of course, it's not just about the viewers as well. Again, we love you guys. That's why our sponsors
Bisa ketemu kan nanti kau sama Pegasus?
will be giving out some prizes at the end of this tournament. So make sure that you stay tuned. Because again, if you're looking for some gaming headsets, mice, peripherals, that you might need in order for you to stay in tip-toe shape in terms of gaming, look no further because Fantech has the ball.
Yeah, you have headsets being given away at the end of the tournament. You have subscription as well being given away to the Cabalistas that is watching and that is supporting the tournament. So overall, that is something to look out for and look forward to by the end of the tournament. And the end of the tournament is not gonna be that long. Pretty soon it will be the Sea Infinite Battle Grand Finals already, and that is something I'm personally looking forward into because that will dictate on who will be the best out of the best of the best of the best.
Right? Definitely. I am really hyped and stoked. Again, if you guys are watching this at home, if you're supporting any of the teams right here, especially Versus All and Bakery Boys, once again, make sure that your comments are known. We can actually see you guys doing lots of comments. Okay, I appreciate every single comments that you guys are sending out, the support that you are giving us to the players as well. We cannot thank you guys enough.
Yeah, for sure. It is the viewers, it is the community that is the foundation of the esports scene and even the player base, and also pretty much the cornerstone of what Cabal is generally. Because the thing is, like, ever since Cabal has been a community-based, community-focused, and I think even up until now, that still stands.
And of course, I can actually see some comments right here. You really are, really showing lots of
Itu kodenya
support,
masukkan di mana nih?
lots of love to the game right here. I really appreciate the Cabalistas, across all Southeast Asia. So thank you guys once again.
Yeah, for sure, definitely. So, but for you so far on the win, we're all reaching, very close. Since we have 2 more series left, the losers bracket and also the championship, or well, rather the grand finals, that will be the only ones left here in the Pegasus server. Is there any team in particular that you're really looking into? Maybe, you know what, let him cook, or the one that beats all?
Well,
if you get the analogy.
Well, if we're gonna be talking about cooking stuff, definitely it's not because of the name Bakery Boys. That they're literally cooking bread or anything, but what I like about them is that they're very subtle. The way their combinations are, like what we've mentioned for the first two games that we've casted together with Bakery Boys, they are like a very well balanced team. So I am wondering right now how are they going to execute that in the face of versus all, because versus all, they might have this very nimble characters, but sometimes it's not just about the nimble characters, or eliminating the nimble characters. It's all about seeing the people, or not really the party or the characters, on the side of these players as well. Like for example, the force shielder, the force archer. They're they have lots of team compositions that they can throw in the table. So my money goes to like Bakery Boys.
Okay, we'll see if they will cook coming down into the next years. But for now, we will be taking a short break. When we come back, it will be the battle for third.
See you guys.
masa kecil berlari perintahmu untuk percaya sampai saja na 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 teringat masa kecil teman-teman untuk perintahmu masa kecil Penasian Oi, udah capek kamu main? Capek kamu main HP? Capek kamu main HP gitu punya HP-nya? Pak, udah. Kamu ngantuk? Tapi beri perintahmu kan teruskan sampai penting. Na. Apa sayang? Oh buka. Oh.
nih, turnamen start nih. Mana yang track kita? Entra.
Kalau sakit kepala aku ini makanya kerjaan terus.
Jika.
Ini sakit kepala aku ini. Ada yang bikin sakit kepala aku ini.
Belum kok di posisiku tadi tuh.
Emerald baru jadi plus 6, beli baru aku pun tempel lagi plus 6 cocok. Perslet hancur, amulet pecah.
Cabal Infinite Combo Tournament, the Infinite War of Celestials.
Langsung mau CU-nya
Each team will consist of 5 players working together to claim the victory. In addition, each team is allowed 2 substitute players, ensuring flexibility when needed. And remember, all players must use their own accounts and items, so bring your best gear and skills to the battlefield. No duplicate classes are allowed within the same team. Before the match starts, a coin toss will determine the home team. In case of a tie, home team will be declared the winner. Each team is allowed a maximum of 2 revives, but each player can only
Cuman lagi aku yang bikin pusing kalau kayak anu tuh Emerald tuh nanti gampang aja penghitam ke plus 7 lagi tuh cok.
Aku gitu cok, yang penting udah pernah aku coba.
Each round has a 7-minute time.
Tapi kau coba bohong anjing, banyak betul kau harus punya.
The team with the higher kill count
Yang penting udah aku coba dulu.
Itu talisman pusing aku 250 bisa dapat plus 7 asus.
Kita kan nggak tahu mau jadi atau enggak kan, tapi kalau jadi kan beda cerita kan.
Namanya apa? Dari siang lost track 10 kali, ini lagi pecah semua equip on.
Namanya kayak gitu kan apa? Rezeki-rezekian.
Yeah, and now we are down into 2 more series left. It will be the battle for third, and it will be the grand finals, which is going to be pretty
mau itu pun jadi
great, not
kalau laku pun kalau bukan rezeki kita
nggak
enak juga masuk di perut kan.
Kecil HP ku tadi itu makanya tuh anu
pecah HP-mu?
What we have on our hands
bukan kecil HP anunya suaranya yang HP ku yang ku pakai. Soalnya
still kudos to these two participating teams right here. So I still appreciate all the efforts that they've thrown in the table.
Apa
so
ini?
Still, that's a very well.
Satu aja yang jadi cuk plus 7 barsletku satunya pecah, amulet pecah.
Composed a team. The strategy is there, but it's just not
kotor jadi plus 6 FG 15k. Betul-betul penderitaan nih.
Yeah, for sure. So that is like some perspectives of what we can expect.
Jual aja OL ini plus 6 cok. Oke gitu aja lah. Tempa OL aja plus 6 8.000 lumayan. Kali banyak kan.
Into series 1 of the semifinals and series 2 of the semifinals.
Sekarang berapa
Coming
OL?
down into this Lagman and console gamers, the only difference would be that. So this will be quite a feast of a matchup in terms of their composition. But
Astagfirullah.
before we jump into the matchup, thank you very much once again to the sponsors of this tournament that made Infinite
Aku
War
tadi
of
mau
Celestial
tempau C plus 9 kundi,
possible.
masih berpikir aku anjing kalau pecah ini betul-betul.
Okay. So again, thank you so much once again to our beloved sponsors. And of course,
Itu
to our
enggak, coba aku
viewers.
nempel lagi pecah
Okay,
beruntun
again,
itu Ndi.
keep those viewers up as much as
Talisman,
possible. We want to give
talisman
you
sudah
more
pecah.
codes. And of course, if you're watching
Emerald
this
sudah
on
pecah.
YouTube, make sure that you are
Ring 2 biji,
subscribed
Barslet 2 biji,
in order for you
Amulet
to
1
stay
biji.
updated of our
Alah,
tournaments. We still
omak
have
betul-betul
the
pecah
server
beruntun tadi.
happening this week as
Kurang
well.
sabar apa aku,
Okay.
Cok.
So,
Dua kali chance set gua.
again,
Kalau
thank you
aku
so
mau
much,
buta-buta
Fantech.
tuh
Thank you for,
sembarang ku
you know,
tempat
being
tadi
our
tuh.
sponsors in
Dan
this
nggak bisa
tournament.
gor
Again, if you're
ya.
looking for some gaming peripherals,
Soalnya
mice,
kau
keyboards,
feeling kan pasti
cameras,
tuh
gaming
2 kali
headsets,
pecah sudah kan.
gaming chairs.
Iya.
Look no further. Fantech has
Kalau
them
mau
all
aku
for you.
sembarang ku gas tadi, Cok. Tapi ya udahlah. Belum rezeki kan.
Coba kau gas itu pecah beruntun itu, Cok.
Hah?
Pecah beruntun coba kau gas itu.
Iya. Yakin aku.
Sama juga kayak aku anjir, coba aku mau brutal lawan cewek 9 gitu pecah joso mungkin tadi. Tapi pikiranku kan Emerald paling enggak seberapa juga. Anu CU gampang aja nanti dicari minggu depan dapat lagi. Talisman ini yang bikin enggak, talisman yang bikin galau aku, Cok. Anjir.
And, you know, I'm reading the comments right now. They actually want us to
Coba ada
give
jual
a
FG
shout
asli susah betul FG, Cok.
GM Mary H. According to Alexon the Apple C.
Soalnya di lelang ada 230 plus 7, Cok.
So, big shout out to GM Mary H. So,
Iya, Excel jual mahal betul, 110.
Okay, so again, we have the battle for third here. Still, you know, even though we lost the spot to actually participate in the grand finals, still you have to hold your head up high because this is not really an easy tournament to be in. Because you have to consider the combat power and the time that you spent, and just like what, you know, it's just like what Dr. Archer said a while ago, the riches and you know, the amount that you've spent in this game as well. So I have to give kudos to each of the Visa participating teams right here.
Yeah, for sure. And I think coming down from the beginning of this tournament,
Oh ya, talisman kok masa malas betul aku beli kosongan nampaknya lagi tuh, Cok.
and now we are down to
Setengah
the
mati lagi
last
plus 6.
remaining into the tournament. You have the battle for third, live and console gamers. In the grand finals left, you have Bakery Boys and
Saya mau beli jade nanti aku.
Makanya aku tadi tuh pede-pede aja kan.
Battle it out in Lakeside.
Karena saya buat anjir.
Iya. Kalau enggak, waduh, rugi. Anggap aja aku habis 700.000 aja cuma beli save guardnya kan di save di
again, guys, if you are supporting the teams right here, make sure that your comment is well seen in the comment section. I am reading it right now. If I will be given a chance, I will give a shout out to, or I will try to read some of the comments, but make sure that it's all clean.
Lah minggu depan kau jual aja, Cok.
As much as possible. Thank you so much for watching
baru kau jual FG sama aku.
Shout out
tapi lebih parah minggu lalu.
Apa?
Yang aku buat jam ke 10.
Oh iya sudah hilang baru pecah lagi. Sudah pecah, hilang set guard 1, jam lagi hilang. Betul-betul jangan lupa. Tahu ini game kontol betul anjing.
Memang harus beli jadi memang kita, Cok.
Iya makanya aku ini mau beli jadi jam 7 nanti. Kayaknya aku beli jam 7 beli jadi, Cok.
Kau tahu, aku tanya Batute, kau mau jual pet muka? Pada pura-pura aja aku kan.
Iya.
Tidak katanya nggak mau aku jual.
Aku tanya kalau mau kan dia jual 230.
the community
Padahal bonbon
to
juga
get
aku, Cok.
known
Di mana mau
for
ambil
what
uang?
we are doing today. So as
Siapa?
much as possible, we
Aku.
want to gain lots of traction.
Bukan, Excel aku menawari
Thank you so much once
ini
again. If you
anunya,
are watching this, if you are
harganya.
sharing this on your
Mau ku beli
profile,
220.
you have our
120.
Baru
thanks,
aku
me and
beli
Infinity.
jadi talisman
Thank
plus
you,
7 di.
thank you guys so much.
120 dia
Once
jual.
again,
Hah?
I am
120
stoked, I am
kan?
hyped. I want to
Iya,
see who's gonna be our
100k
first
itu
ever
per
champion
100k itu
in the Infinite War
satu-satu
/
di.
the Infinite
Iya.
Battle. However, this is
Iya,
just
30k
the Pegasus side
dapat
of
enggak
the server.
bang.
Okay, we still have Cygnus server that
Aku
will be
minta
happening
minta
this
per 100
week as
k aja.
well. So stay tuned because again, we have a very huge Cabalistas community
Kasih lah akun dia.
all across Southeast Asia.
Per
So
100k.
once again,
Aku aja mau
I would
ambil
like to invite
700k
all of you,
games
ask
nggak
your mom,
dikasih.
ask your dad, ask your friend,
100.000?
ask your guildmates
700k.
to watch this one in order for us
700k kamu
to
ambil?
give you
700k
guys
games.
Oh yeah.
Berapa?
700k games.
Berapa kamu minta harga?
100.
The milestones that we have
Nggak
so
dikasih?
far, I believe at the first
Anjir,
series that
nggak
we
usah
had
lah.
on our hands,
Nggak usah ku tawar kau aja nggak
region,
dikasih anjir
first
anjir.
milestone that we were able to
Ini
achieve,
baru
and then the
belum
second series came
sebelum
through,
kau
we
chat
were giving
aku
out
chat dia.
codes back to back to back, so I think that's really like something
Aku cobain soalnya dia langgananku. Aku cobain dulu.
we're watching out for, just just to help out quite a bit into the respective rewards that are inputting on their codes in the game. So then we're still gonna give away some stuff up. So just tune
Nah,
in.
kalau dikasihnya aku ambil aja nanti baru aku ambil talisman plus 7 lah. Nggak usah nambah lagi pusing kepala aku cok.
Since you asked me a while ago, Infinity, about
Tinggal emerald aja
where's
lagi.
my money at a while ago. So I'll be asking you the same question. Who's your bet in terms of the grand
Emerald
finals?
berapa ya?
Right. In terms of the grand
Emerald.
finals,
Ini nah talisman nah 230 murah nah.
a very interesting question. Although
Mahal,
for
Cok.
me, I feel
Hah?
like I want to see Bakery
230
Boys
di.
in the grand final. So you know what? I'm looking into
Masa
Bakery
mahal?
Boys. Maybe they have something in them that
Mending
can fire away the
tantan aja
grand
dulu, ntar.
finals and take it all down.
Oke ya.
Iya,
At
mahal
least
kali,
for the
Cok,
Pegasus
harganya.
server.
So your money is with the big
Daripada Muhammad kemarin 250 aja nggak dijualkan dia sudah aku.
My potatoes and carrots and broccolis. Wait, these are all
Kau cari
vegetables.
emerald plus berapa, Cok?
Beef as well.
Okay.
They're gonna cook.
Plus
They're
apa?
They
gonna
need
cook.
ingredients for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Kukira plus bawah.
I get the gist.
Kalau plus 7
Anyway, we're just trying to hype things out.
Berapa?
Let's try to read some of the comments right here.
itu berapa ya? Itu kan pecah tadi plus 7 kundi.
Oh, plus 7 tadi tuh.
Russell Angela, shout out.
Tadi plus 7 pecah.
Shout out to you guys. Thank you for watching. We are now currently at
Ini plus
202
6 lagi
viewers.
aku
Make
beli
sure that
kosongan
you
tadi
try
itu tempat plus
to
6 sudah
invite
naik plus
more
6 ku tahan
viewers to
dulu.
come and join us
Oh,
here
udah
in
ada
this,
berarti.
show and
Hah?
this
Udah ada
tournament
berarti.
in order for us to reach our next
Iya, sudah ada
milestone,
gantinya
that
tapi
is
kan enggak kembali ke plus
150 viewers
7.
for you to get the third vote.
Oh,
Yeah, and we're
kukira belum ada,
cooking
Kak.
that already.
Buatkan.
Sudah ada
Just,
ini
just
sudah
an
ada
update for you
gantinya cok.
guys. We're just waiting for the
Plus 6 aku beli kosongan tadi 20 kan di Emerald.
begin. We're just waiting for these teams and these players to be ready.
Tapi berselet
So
naik
far,
plus 7
we
satu
are
biji,
just,
satunya ndak ada CU-nya, amuletku ndak ada CU-nya plus 6 semua pecah.
brainstorm what could potentially
Plus 6
happen
semua.
coming down into the
Tapi
following
kalau
games,
airing kan
as
sudah
we
ping
have
semua plus 7
two
semua
more
aku
series
cok.
to come
Iya.
before the conclusion of the
Aku tadi
Pegasus
mau
server.
tempat
And,
karnelianku,
just a
wah
sneak
berpikir
peek,
aku
you know,
cocok
while we're
anjir
at it
anjir.
already, I know we are
Kulihat masih
currently
mahal
at the
karnelian
Pegasus
90k
server,
yang
but
plus
for the
8.
Signal
Nah, ndak
server,
jadi aku
we
tempah.
are also
Kulihat
sitting
lagi
at
AOC
the
anjir ndak ada
semifinals,
AOC
which will
9
happen in the
dijual.
days to come. So if you guys are on the Signal server,
Sudah jadi lagi
then
tempah.
tune in
Sudah
for
berhenti
following
aku
days
nempah.
of the tournament, because
Itu
soon enough,
poin
we're
pun
gonna
di
look into the Signal
10
server
11k.
on who will be the champions
10
out
ke
there.
11 tadi tuh.
That's right.
Itu
So
sampai
again,
emeraldku ku plus kan 5 itu dia dari car kecil cok plus 5.
Anything can still happen. We still
Baru
have
poin
the battle for,
baru
for
plus
third.
11-nya itu ku buang ke
And,
plus
of
6
course, we
emerald
have the
naik.
grand finals happening as well. So if you guys are supporting team versus
Plus 6 ku
all,
ada,
I
Cok.
want you guys to comment
Berapa?
team versus
Plus 6
all
ku
or
ada.
hashtag team versus all
Berapa?
in the comment section. Can you do that? If you guys are watching right now,
Emerald.
okay? So if your support is with team versus all, can you comment
mau?
hashtag team versus all? Let's see how many supporters team
Iya,
versus all have. Okay? let's look at the comment section. I'm gonna be reading the names. Don't worry. Yeah, I'm gonna be reading the names. It's also one way to actually stay connected with you, right? Okay, so we can do that. There you go. I am Remio. Says versus all. I'll bet all my money to team
atau kau tampung atau kau jual taruh dulu di dia.
She said that I already posted this on my Facebook. Shout out please. Thank you so much for doing this. Thank you so much for sharing. Max DTV, Go Team versus all. And yeah, we have lots of supporters coming in from Team versus all. We have Karen Team versus all for the win.
Guess mo berapa sih itu?
Oh, okay. So I think we're gonna start our game number 3 right here, the battle for third. So as you can see, we have console gamers against Team Lagman. For Lagman, we have the Warrior, Blader, Force Archer, Force Shielder, and the Dark Mage. Again, Force Shielder once again for the additional layer of defense coming in from the Shadow Shield, and of course a Warrior as well for the Moral Shout and the Fury Shout. That will pretty much increase the defense and attack, or not really defense, but the attack of the party, and pretty much increase the HP as well. And the Blader with the fear, Field of Fear, that will pretty much lessen the defense of the enemies apart. So again, it's a very good, it's a very good team composition. It just all boils down to how are they going to execute everything in the process.
Yeah. So the thing is, like, coming down into the battle for third, as we have mentioned prior, right? The only difference for this matchup would be the Dark Mage for Lagman, and then you have the Force Blader for console gamers. And I think over the past few days, we were discussing about the similarities, the comparison between these two classes, because the thing is, like, these two are quite similar. The only difference is the Force Blader is more on like a physical damage, crowd control class. Then for the Dark Mage, it's more of a magic type, but also crowd control type of class as well. So nevertheless, I think
Aku kan ada plus 6 juga habis ku tampan di.
Quite similar in terms of that composition.
Anjir, kau suruh lagi aku cuma nempan anjir kontol memang cocok. Masa aku jadi lagi tuh, nggak usah lah nanti aja. Nggak ada jelek kulit piling keluar ini cok.
Ya udah aku aja nempah ya.
Ya plus 7. Kalau jadi ku jual ini anuku emeraldku plus 6 ini mending ku jual.
So I am still looking forward to what
Kau
they
boleh
have
kah?
to offer.
Kau boleh kah? Di YouTube kah?
Enggak, aku
Pretty
nonton
much
ini.
if you are really
Baik
watching
nonton
this,
cocok di bang kau mana bisa ketemu anjir.
I can definitely see
Kayak mana sih kau mau ketemu beda server cocok.
For the grappler mode in order for them to pretty much what they call this in order for them to pretty much close the distance between them and the player that they're trying to target. So yeah, I can see.
Kalau dari itu kan ku pasang murah emerald plus 6 gue ini.
Naik. Naik.
I can actually see lots of comments coming down in the comment section with the hashtag team versus all. Thank you so much for the support that you show to this team.
Kau cepat betul kau cari poin.
Team Lagman, use hashtag Team Lagman as well.
Modal nekat anjing.
Again,
kau tahu
we're
games
about
ku
to
tinggal
start the tournament. This is the best of 5
kau tahu games ku
series,
tinggal berapa? Satu kanjing.
For the battle
Naik
for
kah?
third.
Tunggu whisper
Okay, the first team to win 3 games will be will be our third placer for tonight's match.
Bukan ngoki cok, dari tadi aku nempah nih.
For sure. And now
Nempah apa kau nih?
Ini naik satu nih. Tunggu.
Nggak dapet kan?
Naik baju
I
ku
can
tadi.
see someone from Team Lagman
Plus
attacking Jella.
Yeah, I saw.
Pampers 16.
Bajuku.
What's going on here? But I think it's just a moment of banter for both sides here.
Anjir.
Go in and out of those fights.
Yang poin talisman tadi nih.
The fight has not occurred yet.
That's true.
Oh, baru kau tempa. Itu yang plus 7 berapa poin?
this chaotic matchup between Team Console
Tujuh
Gamers
berapa ya?
against Lagman. And I think we are about to start.
Oke, betul kau Di. Anjing berapa persen sih kalau plus 7 tuh?
On this matchup,
54% tadi aku. 54% tadi dari 6.
These players to get ready to set things up.
And here you go. That's the buff coming in. We have Lois right here from the side of Lagman. If she can put down that totem and pretty much petrify everyone. On the side, that's the Shadow Shield being initiated in a very early stage of the game by Justin Ngam, and Jella now is being punished. SNG is also being punished. I think SNG won't be able to proc that Shadow Shield anymore because he just went down and get the sack in the process. And also I think
kalau naik kan Uku bisa kau jual itu FG.
Will she be able to survive this one? Engineer X
jual kabel, simpan PG ku sampai 230 cari semangat sudah.
We have here Jella trying to teleport, trying to move around the area
gitu
for her to survive, but she is being pinned
berapa poin kau Di?
By everyone. Dr. Archer has
54% tadi
set on Jella. Jella trying to dodge.
She's
the last remaining member of team.
Nggak kuliah poinnya, cuma persenannya tadi kuliah.
And that's gonna be it.
Yeah, Team Lagman won that thoroughly and quite fast as well at the initial stage of that matchup.
Kau jual sama aku kalau percayain Di.
Get a couple of kills, get
sembarang
some
yang
advantage.
penting
I think
ada
overall this will be very important time and time again, just because having a numbers advantage means it will be a 4v5. Remember, lacking is such a huge deal because just imagine like an average like a person gets to deal like
978
damage. If you
bukan
lose that, you're gonna lose
978 nggak sampai 1k.
Play coming in from Team Lagman,
Anjir.
So the highlight is ready, so let's check it out.
Kau lihat tuh.
Mana?
So there you go, guys. I think Team Lagman right here tried their very best to survive this one.
984.
But Console Gamers tried their very best to survive this one. However, they were able to pin down SNG in the very early stage of the game, and the Shadow Shield has been activated by Justin as well, in order for them to add that extra layer of defense.
Dari GP.
Selet pun nggak ada cok.
Team or the
Anjir.
to actually
sisa ini ya tadi batuku nih.
In the process, that's going to be them securing their first win in the battle for third.
Yeah, it's a battle for third. It's a first win. They have 2 more games to win to be able to come through.
Anu cepat apa? Kolek cepat.
We are already in a best of 5 series matchup. So it's a race to 3 wins across the board, and Team Lagman needs 2 more to be able to secure it for themselves.
Okay, so that's what I'm trying to point out as well. It's all about the execution. It's all about how you pretty much know these characters, the team compositions as well. And I'm not really sure what happened to SNG.
Puas betul tadi aku cok.
What's the reason why he was never able
Puas
to
sakiti
really activate the Shadow Shield for the side of Console Gamers? I can see the blader of Lagman saying hello to Jella, trying to introduce himself by attacking her in the early stage of the game without even the signal. But of course, the heal is is right there. Pretty much,
Bang Heri.
Adi chat lagi kan?
HP of Jella back to
Adi chat Koeri kah?
So still, that was a very good game coming in for the side of
besar suara komentatornya anjir besar suara Mudi.
Do it consecutively for the remaining games for third.
And I think the
aku mau coba itu gacha pet.
Just going in for a bit of a delayed Shadow Shield. It's a strategy, but it's a high risk, high reward kind of strategy. You're going to hold on to your Shadow Shield. You have to make sure that your Force Archer is ready to go when it comes to heals, that your composition is quite sustainable, and that you can tank the gist of the damage coming in from your opponent, especially considering that Team Lagman has the likes of the Blader that deal a significant amount of single target DPS. So you need to survive that moment when you get rooted down, when you get
betul-betul cobaannya ya.
For the Shadow Shield,
Asli betul-betul anjing. Sakit kepala
Shadow Shield also gives you that kind of advantage up against your opponent that you know what, we have a longer Shadow Shield in.
Kayak mana lah kau tadi kalau di posisiku tuh, yakin aku kau coba yang lain tuh, yakin aku cok. Iya, pasti kau coba
karena
yang lain tuh.
Karena banyak poin kan dilihat kan.
Apa itu cuk di sistem itu cuk? Console gamers versus Lagman.
Inilah yang turnamen betul.
Oh.
2-0 cok. Final sudah nih.
So it is an amazing feat to see. However, I was really surprised.
Apa sayang?
You know, why is it they were not able to apply this?
Ikan itu ya?
Their match against versus.
Oh iya, ikan.
But, we are now moving straight to game number 2. So as you can see right here.
Iya, ikan sapi.
What happened to the names? I think that this is Jella. Console gamers. Okay. So Jella, Play Maya, and Engineer X Sign, and SNG is also ready. And pretty much
Bintang.
I want to see how are they going to adjust
Itu bintang.
in order for them to at least score
Bintang
against
kecil
Team Lag. So that's
di
gonna be the
langit yang
we're just waiting for the
biru.
signal for the team to start.
Amat banyak
So,
menghias angkasa.
roam around. I'm gonna feel the enemy's aura. I'm gonna be distant, setting some distance between me and my enemy. So we don't know how is this gonna go.
There we go. Game number 2 on the horizon already. Game 2 being casted by SNG.
And of course, being casted by SNG, that is the battle mode 2. That's the AOE damage. But Justine as well also casted the battle mode 2, and that's gonna be pretty much Shadow Shield has been committed. Jella, however, went down immediately after everything has been casted. So Jella being chased down as well. SNG is about to go down. Jella being punished up to some point right here. Will she be able to survive this assault? We don't know yet. Engineer X Sign is also down. Play Maya being punished as well. SNG is now down and out. Wood Chalk. Levy is relentless. Okay, and of course Kawa as well is trying his very best to stay on his target. And that's gonna be it. Okay, that's game number 2.
Apa sayang?
That was quick.
Jack.
Yeah, I think it was
Jack. Jack ini.
able to execute
Nih.
that fantastically. It was picture
Nih,
perfect.
ya.
And
Jack.
I'm gonna give
Ini lagi.
focus on the four
Nih.
shoulders specifically.
Tuh,
Coming down
tuh.
to
Ya.
the side of
Wah, bagus sapi.
because the thing is like it was Justin who just went in DM2 straight
Iya,
out
pintar kamu. Apa mau beli apa kamu? Mau beli apa? Aku mau beli apa?
AOE suppression
Mau beli apa sayang?
against them to 4 people that just
Makanan. Besok beli banyak kita makanannya. Iya.
That's true. I mean, I can see them being eviscerated.
Iya, makanan besok banyak beli makanan kita besok. Oke? Oh, beli apa? Apa?
Falling down like
Mainan. Oke, banyak beli mainan besok.
I
Tahu
can
lagi.
see that the gap in terms of combat power
Di.
is really that obvious. Okay,
Kau lihat.
between the battle of console gamers
Apa?
versus Lagman. And I can
Whisper.
see the comments right here.
Belum.
In the comment section that they are
Ada whisper kamu, Cok.
Ah, itu udah jadi cok.
the team.
Sapik yang pencet, Cok.
Berarti kau pasang aja di lelang nih ya.
Jual pasang aja lelang, dijual aja.
Iya.
if not the top here in this
Anjir. Poin 5.400, Cok. 53%, anjir.
Sama.
Hei.
5.000 berapa tadi aku, Cok?
Iya kan?
Berapa tadi aku bilang tuh?
54% kau dapat.
Iya.
Tadi aku 53, berapa itu, anjir. Kembali ke emeraldku. Tinggal talisman aja lagi pikiranku ini pangai. Kalau CU gampang dicari, minggu depan dapat 2. Apa sayang? Oh, beli mainan yang besar? Oke, besok. Oke. HP yang besar? HP apa itu yang besar? HP tinggi? HP apa? HP tinggi, nak? HP tinggi ya? Oh ya, nanti dicari besok.
Mantap Sapik.
Nggak pusing sudah cari emerald anjing. Nggak pusing carikan FG lagi.
Iya, tinggal talisman.
Tinggal talisman aja lagi PR ku, Cok. Aku beli jadi sudah masa aku anu. Kumpul kalau ada yang mau jual murah FG. Aku dapat diamond tadi tukar 15.000 late game. Dapat diamond efektor.
Lumayan tuh, Cok.
Iya 20k. Ayo. Nggak bisa, tutup sudah malam, nak. Tutup sudah, besok aja dibelikannya. Yang besar kan? HP yang besar kan? Yang tinggi? Iya, besok dibeli ya. Sama abang juga dibelikan. Oh ya, besok tutup sudah jam segini. Oke, besok. Gimana cari HP yang besar?
HP yang tinggi.
HP yang tinggi, pusing aku. HP itu tinggi, sudah diberikan EP. Pusing. HP tinggi. Kenapa Sabik?
The third place in this tournament, and then right after it's going to the grand finals. So I'm really exhilarated about that and looking forward to it. But it's really up in the air who has that possibility of taking the throne down for Pegasus Services. These 4 teams that remain are the best teams remaining in the Pegasus Service.
Yep. So I can see that our viewers right now is at least at 229. Guys, make sure that we reach at least 300 or 250 in order for us to at least pop up the next code. So that's what I want you guys to take note of. And again, this event won't be possible without our beloved sponsors, Fandeg and Jika.
Yeah, if you are looking for the best game peripherals, the keyboards, mice, chairs.
Udah mau main nih.
Of course, if you guys are looking for a streaming
ini Play Maya nih, kuat dia nih, Cok. Terkenal dia nih di apa?
Dramas down to Japanese movies, Japanese series, animes, Chinese series, anything that's within Southeast Asia. View is the streaming platform for you. And yep, there you go. We are down to match point for Team Lagman, and of course, Console Gamers. Can they make a miracle happen in this matchup right here? So we're gonna find out. Lois trying to at least approach the enemy, trying to hide his presence in the field. Jella, however, there you go. That's the battle mode too.
Langsung mati Kitagawa.
Damage Kitagawa just went down. Jella as well will follow. Engineer Exile is he next? We don't know yet. Play Maya, however, is being punished relentlessly by the team of Lagman. And we have here Kitagawa once again having some problems trying to escape his pursuer, but Engineer Exile has been taken out of the equation. So is Jella. That is a 5 kill for the side of Lagman. Will they be able to make a turnaround? I don't know. Team Lagman securing the third placer in this tournament of the Infinite War of the Celestial Sea.
It's just to battle up against two remaining members of console gamers. One more win, and they will secure the third spot. And even then, console gamers already having a hard time to be able to come back from this. It's SNG, the only one left standing. And Lagman already at a 6.
Aku pusing memikirkan. Tadi balas aku sama anjing memang itu.
He's being pointed around, and I think he was caught by the field of enervation right here, and that's gonna be a level down for our four shielder friend.
Sakit juga nih Lagman, Cuk.
Okay, skills are being cast. We still have the battle mode active for the side of SNG. He's still running. Aura mode is also
nonton tur. Final kan di.
Pretty much everything. He's now
Kamu nonton final kah?
Tanky anymore. So what's gonna happen to SNG? He's just gonna keep on dashing and fading in and out of the map, just circling around, and that's gonna be the final hit. Who's gonna deliver the final blow to our SNG? That's the skill. That's the attempt. Still not successful.
Pusing anjing gagal epic boss control memang.
We are down to the last quarter of that force shielder.
Aku mau jawaban. Cukup satu jawaban. Okay.
I love the logo. I just noticed it now. Happy S35, pink 9999.
Okay.
Even then, they still won it through and through. But once again, congratulations Team Lagman on securing the third
Ya Allah.
of the Pegasus server into
Di mana?
of Celestial.
Di mana?
Let's look at the highlights.
Di mana? Di mana? Di mana?
Okay. I think Lagman didn't really waste any more time.
Siannya talismanku bolong
To at least take down console gamers. They didn't waste any opportunity to take them down. As you can see, SMG is trying his very best to target
turun 5.000.
but with that shadow shield in place, he can't really
lumayan aku habis cok.
And of course, on the latter part of the game, they were able to eliminate the rest of the remaining members of console gamers, earning them the third place in this competition.
Congratulations once again to Team Lagman. And with that done, with the third place battle already concluding, we're down onto the grand finals that is left for the last series for the day. Who will be the champions here in the Pegasus Circus?
Again, it's gonna be Bakery Boys going up against versus all. So if you are supporting, I mean, I already saw lots of our viewers supporting Team versus all right here. But what about Team Bakery Boys? Do we have our supporters for the Bakery Boys right here? Just comment hashtag Bakery Boys if you guys are supporting our, Bakery Boys right here.
Kode nih, kode. P6, A8, X1, M4. Cepat, kode cepat.
Apa, berapa?
P6, A8, X1, M4.
P6, A8, X1,
M4.
M4.
Iya.
Dapat apa Rul?
Oh iya, mantap.
Dapat apa Rul?
Superior.
Nggak ada kan talisman dapatnya?
Apalagi kode.
Dapat superior berapa biji Rul? So superior blessing bed.
Superior BB plus P1.
Banyak juga dapatnya anjir. Oh cuma bisa satu kah? Nggak bisa rame. Berarti kau orang pertama Rul.
Itu ini. Coba kau beli.
Masih bisa kah?
Coba aja.
Bentar. Baru login di web kan?
Di web. Lupa tapi aku.
Iya.
That really is just a very interesting and exciting moment.
Oh itu tuh, Sirio tuh.
Okay, and again,
P6 A8 X1 M4.
we are now
Bentar.
gonna take a short break, and when we return,
Reward.
witness
Urus kode. Apa tadi?
of our
P6
P.
winner of the Infinite
Ya.
War of the Celestial Sea.
Baru P6
So what are you waiting
A8
A8
X1
X1 M4.
X1 M4. Oh bisa ya? Wah. BBXP superior. Wih. Kenapa? Ah, simpunnya. Simpun nanti kenapa simpun nak. Sebenarnya ambil simpun. Cepat capik ambil. Abang apa? Ikan kecil. Ya, abang ini ya, simpunnya. Ya. Ini nak ambil nak.
Cabal, Infinite Combo
Yeay.
The Infinite War of Celestials. Each team will consist of 5 players.
Kasih abang. Kamu tidak bisa.
Each team is
Ambil mana?
players, ensuring flexibility when needed. And remember, all players must use their own accounts and items. So bring your best gear and skills to the battlefield. No duplicate classes are allowed. Before the match starts, a coin toss will
Tinggal
saja.
perebutan juara 1-2, Cok.
the home team will be declared the winner.
Menang Pegasus.
Each team is allowed a
Ini
maximum
belum.
of 2 revives, but each player can only revive once per match. Eliminating an opponent earns 1
Abang game.
first team to reach 7
Pinjam ya.
wins the match. Each round has a 7-minute time limit. If the time runs out, the team with the higher kill count wins. If the score is tied, the team that secured the first kill wins.
Sedikit lupa lapar. Sok. Beli apa lagi ya?
I love you.
Apa nah? Kamu udah bisa. Gak boleh pakai mulut.
Cabal Infinite Combo Tournament. The Infinite War of Selections. Each team will consist of 5 players working together to claim the victory. In addition, each team is allowed 2 substitute players, ensuring flexibility when needed. And remember, all players must use their own accounts and items, so bring your best gear and skills to the battlefield. No duplicate classes are allowed within the same team. Before the match starts,
Tapi nggak boleh pakai mulut.
the home team. In case of a tie,
Nggak boleh.
the home team will be declared the winner. Each team is allowed a maximum of 2 revives, but each player can only revive once per match. Eliminating an opponent earns 1 point. The first team to reach 7 points wins the match. Each round has a 7-minute time limit. If the time runs out, the team with the higher kill count wins. If the score is tied, the team that secured the first kill wins.
Apik nggak boleh pakai mulut,
Hey
Apik.
guys, what's up? Good evening.
Nggak boleh
Once
pakai
again,
mulut.
welcome back to the Infinite War
Pakai
Selections,
tangan.
the Infinite Battle.
Ambilnya pakai
Now,
tangan.
Going to
Aduh, aduh.
last match, and of course, when I say last match,
Marah ke dia,
we're
Beb?
going to crown our first king of the Infinite War, the Celestial Seas, the Infinite Battle, here in the Pegasus side of our servers.
Yeah, it will be the champions that will be throned coming down into the final matchup for today, the final series that will dictate on who will hoist the championship title once again, or well, for the very first
Rame
time
KRB
in the Pegasus
Discordnya.
server for the Infinite War of Celestial Sea, and the 2 teams that remain to be the best of the best here in Pegasus server will be Bakery Boys and versus all battling for the first spot.
So I am really hyped. I'm really excited because, again, this will be the last match for this server, and the winner will not just get a very hefty prize, okay, in-game rewards, in-game prizes. I don't know if there's gonna be something in the pot, of course, but again, for me, it's about the glory that you will bring, okay, within the game. The glory that you and your team will receive right after this tournament right here. The bragging rights, okay, in order for you to rub it to your opponent's faces. Just kidding.
Hold, rub it to their faces. But yeah, I think just the overall, you know, the
Ambil
experience
tutupnya, mana tutupnya, Bang?
being the champion of Infinite War of Celestial Sea holds a bit of value. And I think on top of that, really just a lot of prizes to be won. In-game items that is quite valuable as well to consider for a lot of players, a
Murahnya
lot of these teams.
CU8 lah, 57k aja LTR, gila.
As well. So I think overall the winners here will have that opportunity to obtain the in-game items that will definitely help
Boy,
them
jam.
to their progress.
Emak 35 ada jam anjir.
Again, this is not something that you can receive every now and then. Okay, this is not something that you can easily get out of a code that we are presenting during the stream. No, this is the honor. Okay, that you will
Ini
bring
5 ronde nih,
not
5
just to
ronde dia.
yourself, but to the entire party members that will follow the battle here in the Infinite
Sudah berapa
War
kosong?
So without further ado, I would like to give you guys
Enggak, yang finalnya nih.
to support each and every single participants of these awesome teams in the grand finals. We have Bakery Boys and we have versus
Soto kecil yang mana?
Now we have
Di samping kubur
currently in the tournament. It's quite a bit of a long journey as well for these players. Yeah, Bakery Boys having to beat the retaliation, and then Console Gamers
Ada Nix mo
secure
ka?
their slot in the grand finals. And as for versus all, they were able to beat Astra, and then Team Lagman to step foot here today.
And of course, as you can see, we are not gonna waste any time, or we're not gonna dawdle any further, because we are about to witness the match happening between these two teams right here. Amazing teams, amazing team composition. As you can see, again, a well-rounded team for the Bakery Boys, the Force Archer for the healing, damage for the Blader, Force Blader for the hold, for the crowd control, the field of enervation, field of execration is present. Of course, the Shadow Shield coming in from the Force Shielder, and the massive additional in terms of HP with the Morale Shout and the Fury Shout from the Warrior.
Yeah. So that's pretty much like the summary coming down to it. But now, game number 1 coming into the grand finals. For Bakery Boys' side, it will be Winterfield, Tuloy ang Saya, Ice, Icon, and Tim.
And of course, on the corner of versus all, introducing Shona, Joyce Ferrer, Shield Style, Zia Cero, and Chloe Andrea. And again, guys, we would like to. I just really have to. But mind you, guys, that this is the best out of 5. 3 points. Okay, or who will win 3 games, be it consecutively or non-consecutively, they will be the winner or the grand champion of the Infinite War of Celestial Sea, the Infinite Battle in the Pegasus server.
And a while ago, we saw Winterfield and Chloe Andrea as well in those interviews. And so far, they are now stepping foot into the grand finals. Both these teams were mentioning that they have prepared quite hefty here to be able to come through and go into the grand finals here today. So pretty much just sitting here in this position of being the top 1 and top 2 team in the Pegasus server is such a massive feat to behold.
So we're gonna be we're gonna be at least trying to keep the suspense going. I know you guys are excited. You guys have lots of expectations. Okay, but then again, I want you to see how they are preparing for the match. That's why we showed you the player scanner. So as you can see, they are really doing their best. In tournaments like this, everyone, you have to make sure that you have the necessary things needed in order for you to at least secure a victory. And what's that? Maybe since this is a tournament, you have to secure a very good internet connection, right? In order for you not to lag during the game. Okay, because this is one thing that can actually cost you the game if you suddenly become laggy, okay, during the tournament.
For sure, it will be very important to have like a kind of a stable internet overall, just to have a smooth sailing kind of play style for both of your teams, or well, for all of your players. I think that will play quite big of a role for every single one. But we're back, game number 1.
Okay, game number 1 indeed. Again, this is versus all versus Bakery Boys. So this is game number 1. So we're gonna witness who's gonna be the first one to win the series right here. Who will take the tide? Who will be the one dictating the pace of this game right here? And that's the start of the game. Chloe Andrea suddenly blinking inside of the field in terms of Bakery Boys. Bakery Boys team is receiving so much punishment. Same goes with Ice. She is now half an HP. And there's the Shadow Shield being committed. But there is no damage coming in from the side of
si Bante-Bante bra di final, cok.
The Bakery Boys are receiving so much punishment. Tim is down. Icon is down. That's going to be the 2 kill count coming in for the
Icon mati.
side of versus all. Tim, however, is now gonna respond. We're gonna wait. Winterfield is not gonna respond as well. Okay, 3-3. What's gonna happen? Tuloy ang saya is also being punished. Oh my god, this is gonna be a swift game. This is gonna be a swift victory coming in from the side of versus all.
Yeah, and overall, Koei Andrea as well. If you consider the start of that matchup, he was like, "I'm gonna go into enemy territory. I'm gonna go to the enemy front lines. I'm just gonna deal damage." And those shadow shields coming in from Bakery Boys were just being shut down across the board, and I think that just speaks volume to how much power the wizard is coming in from versus all.
Yeah, I definitely saw Chloe Andrea charging into the front lines, going to the back, the back portion of the enemy side of the arena, and then after that being, relentless in terms of assaulting them from behind. Let's see the highlights in order for us to see what really happened.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. As you can see, there you go. Chloe Andrea has already activated the battle mode 3. So Tim is already receiving so much punishment. However, the Shadow Shield actually gave them the perfect opportunity to add additional protection to their party. However, Winterfield won't be able to do his job anymore any further because he got taken out in the process. So the massive healing coming in from the Archer did not really arrive on time, or did not really happen because they quickly took out Winterfield. Maybe they do know because as competitors you're gonna be watching your opponents every step. So maybe they did their research towards Winterfield. When I said a while ago that Winterfield is very generous in terms of healing his teammate, so that's why Winterfield also became their top priority in terms of targeting a class or a character.
Yeah, and I think on top of that as well, like the damage coming from Koei Andrea was insane. Like the shadow shields for everyone was being shut down. If you consider like the initial start, the Isis shadow shield down to none, and the rest of the crew down to none as well. And I think that is just like Chloe Andrea capitalizing on the amount of damage he has coming down from that 5v5 setup. So removing that shadow shield was an immediate boost of advantage already for the side of versus all. It was just down to the finishing touches.
That's very true. That's very true. So we are now one game over. Okay, we already have one series done, and that's gonna be team versus all dictating the pace of this tournament. So they are now one step closer to hoisting that championship infinity. So I am very very hyped if they can replicate this, if they can go for a swift win in this tournament right here.
Yeah, and I think that is a possibility, right? With how strong versus all is, shockingly enough, like at the start of those matchups, they were just eviscerating the front lines quite easily as well. So I think that is something of an opportunity, and that could possibly happen for sure here in the grand finals. If they could just sweep away a clean 3-0.
So I can see again. I am reading the comment section right here. That they are really giving lots of support to versus all. Maybe that's how well known this team is in the Pegasus server. That's why I can see lots of supporters coming in from the side of versus all. We have here, as you can see, we have Glenn Nopal, Nostrada, there we go, Jomari Villanueva, Crazy Jules Ives. We have lots of usernames, or we have lots of names right here coming down and showing their love and support for the side of versus all.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that are in huge support of team versus all as well. I mean, considering how strong they are coming down into game number 1, I definitely could expect something of a feat for the community to have those cheers going to team versus all. But that also puts a lot of pressure as well for this team. And Bakery Boys they have to put a punish here onto team versus all. It's just a matter of capitalizing their power. If Chloe and Andrea overextends, that is an opportunity for them. You know what? Maybe you could focus on Chloe and Andrea. Put a finish onto him now and get the advantage.
Okay, but let's see if they can replicate their result. As you can see right here, Joyce Ferrer is also activating his battle mode 3 with the taunt happening right here. But there's the early shadow shield being committed immediately by this, by Bakery Boys right here. But Joyce Ferrer, only Joyce Ferrer is right here taking the front lines, going up against pretty much everyone from Bakery Boys. What's gonna happen here? Wow, it's gonna be a 1v5 situation. How confident is this Force Gunner? As you can see, he was able to take down Winterfield. Joyce Ferrer is putting on quite a show right here, everyone. Joyce Ferrer being sustained by the Force Archer. He's going up against everyone, killing 3 in the process. Oh my lord! This is a 4v1. 4v1.
Quite swift.
I mean, look at Joyce Ferrer's alive. They're having a hard time taking him down, even though Ice is already in grappler's mode right here. And there you go. Joyce Ferrer is seeking some distance in order for him to at least recuperate for a bit. He's taking down Ice in the process. And that's going to be the 4 kill coming in for the side of versus all. And it's just Joyce Ferrer doing most of the job.
Yeah, it is. I mean, in game number 1, it was Chloe Andrea. In game number 2, it was then Joyce Ferrer. Every single one of these players are doing so much individually speaking that it is such a phenomenal thing to think about coming in from versus all.
Winner? Okay. Alright. Okay, so we have our winner! Guys, we have our winner. Our champion. The gap is just too, far apart from one another. So that's why all is now. Okay. Caster's that. Okay. So, I think that's just a premonition of what's to come.
It's a winner screen for game number 2.
Yeah, so game number 2 actually it's a flashback. It's a flashback, guys. Okay? So we still have game number 3, but that I am at a loss of words right here, Infinity. How can one Force Gunner take on a 5-member of a party, bringing down pretty much half of it in the process?
Yeah, it's I don't know. Because the thing is, like, versus all is on a different level. I mean, if we're looking at the individual prowess from this team, Chloe Andrea, first game, came through, dash blank onto enemy front lines with that BM3 and just shred everyone's HP. And then coming down into the second game, Joyce Ferrer, Force Gunner with that BM3 as well, just came through and dealt so much damage. Now, I don't know what to expect coming down into game 3. It could possibly be just Shona or Shield style, just going into enemy front lines and just beating them down.
I don't know yet, but let's check out the highlights, guys. As you can see right here, there you go. Joyce Ferrer. Going to the corner, pretty much driving everyone right there. Pretty much trying to survive and bringing down every single member of Bakery Boys. Oh my lord. I was actually, it's a jaw-dropping scenario, if you're gonna ask me. It is really an amazing sight to see. One player going up against 4 players. This is absolute madness. This is insane at its finest, dude. So maybe I'm not even sure if this is gonna be the same thing. Is it gonna be a replay? Who's gonna go down in the front line next? Is it gonna be Shona? Is it gonna be I'm not sure.
Yeah, we don't know either, because the thing is that this matchup, this grand finals, is filled with unexpected scenarios, if you may, right? Just 1v5 back to back with Chloe, Andrea, and then Joyce Fair right after. So I'm not gonna be surprised if Zia Cero or even the likes of Shona just went in and 1v5 the same thing, same occurrence from what we saw in game 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm. And of course, let's read some of the comments right here. They really they are dying to get their name announced. So we have Norin. Thank you so much for the support to Cabal. We have here Benedict Romano, Renzo Balin, Russell Ann, Alejandro Eustaquio, who else? Orchid, Abiso, Arlene Pauline, 1v5, hashtag Chloe Andrea lang, Sakalam. She's rooting for Chloe Andrea. So yeah, lots of supporters coming in for the side of versus all.
Yeah, a lot of supporters, a lot of cheers coming in from both sides as well. We still have one more game on our hands coming to the grand finals. One game that can dictate that, you know what, it will be the likes of versus all that can get the throne, but there's still an opportunity, a slight opportunity. I mean, it's still opportunity for Bakery Boys to be able to come back and do a reverse sweep if ever they find a way to win a 1v5 situation back to back in 3 consecutive games. Because the thing is, like, one more game, one more win for versus all, and they take the throne for themselves.
That's true. I am excited. Okay, I am excited on what's gonna happen. It's really something that I really didn't expect to see. This kind of scenario in the grand finals, and there's gonna be one player going up against 5 players of the opposing team. So this is something that I did not consider seeing. Okay, but then again, guys, if you can at least show us some support, can you do the hashtag Cabal Mobile?
Kok banyak yang bilang mereka ini scammer ya?
Hashtag Cabal Mobile. Can you comment down in the comment section? I would really appreciate everything. Okay, and of course we are down to our game number 3. I just want to say thank you so much once again for our to our sponsors. So we have View and Fantech.
Yeah, thank you very much for making this tournament possible, Fantech and View. But now we're down into potentially the last game. We're down into match point 4 versus all. 1 win to take the throne down. The Bakery Boys, an opportunity for them to make it back.
Let's see. And this is going to be the start. This is the beginning of the end for the Bakery Boys. Andrea again trying to take the front lines. There you go. That's a sweep. 2 kill coming in from Chloe Andrea. Oh my God.
Andrea, cok. Sakitnya.
That's a 3 kill coming in from the side of versus all.
Sendiri maju.
This is nothing but massacre. This is eviscerating these Bakery Boys. What did they ever do to you? Oh my Lord. Winterfield, Ice, Tulaya, ang saya. They are getting eviscerated, everyone. That's gonna be a 5 kill. 2 more players remaining for the side of Bakery Boys. Will they be able to hang on? We're not so sure anymore. Ice is being punished. Yeah, he is trying to move from one place to another, but Ice won't be able to survive the assault, and he's gonna go down. Oh my God. And there you go. You have our grand champion for this tournament of the Infinite War of the Celestial Sea, the Pegasus server. Guys, give it up for versus all.
GG coy, juara 1 sudah kau.
Yeah, it was complete obliteration. The champions for the Pegasus server would be versus all, followed up by Bakery Boys. Place for the server would be Lagman for Infinite War.
Versus all juara 1, Baker Boy juara 2, Lagman juara 3.
Events, a series of battles that we have seen thus far throughout the week. It was packed, it was chaotic, but also at the same time it was hype and it was filled and rushed with intense moments as well. Overall, I'm tipping my hats off to everyone.
All right, and of course, we're gonna show you the highlights of what happened in our game number 3. As you can see here, there you go. I was surprised because when Chloe Andrea entered the enemy territory, he was able to take down 3 members immediately. So that's an instant score of 3 points for the side of versus all. So I was really impressed in that feat. I think
seru juga ya nonton pertandingan gini, Cok.
Knowing that maybe the girlfriend of Chloe Andrea is
Kau udah
watching,
tau?
so maybe he felt really
Pertandingan kau udah?
because
Besok saya
his,
besok.
significant other is watching and supporting him. So thank you so much once again. And as you can see for the bracket, it's gonna be versus all, taking
Tapi
the crown,
nggak ada
taking
harapan
the throne
untuk
for the
melawan.
Infinite War of the Celestial Sea, Infinite Battle
Jadi
for the Pegasus
ini nih
serve.
Yeah, and then you have
runner up
the
kok
likes
jadi.
of Bakery Boys as the top 2
Juara
position.
3.
And then for the top 3, I believe it is Lagna.
Runner up-nya antara MVP sama itu.
Tournament. Out of 8, it comes down.
Oh, kalau 3 udah pasti 3.
Kayaknya.
Alright. And of course, I
Kan kalau saya kalah turun bracket bawah saya tuh.
King of Kings.
Nah, nanti di sebelah kalau kalah juga turun bracket bawah, nanti ketemu aku.
The glory. They now have
Yang
the
lawannya
power, they now have
Konipo.
prize and pretty much everything that you need in order for them to at least etch their name in the history of the entire world of Neverend.
Yeah, for sure. And they will be the very first champions of the Pegasus server, not just in the first tournament, but in their respective servers as well. And I think that definitely speaks a big lot onto the privilege, the bragging rights, as you have mentioned a while ago.
Right.
Seru
And of
tapi
course,
seru
this is the
nontonnya.
master code for each and every one of you guys for tonight. Since
ada
you
lagi tuh,
supported us all the
Z7.
way, we have 269 viewers right now. So shout out to each and every one of you guys. And the code is Z7T9Q1B2. Make sure that you log into your game, claim your code, and get yourself rewarded.
Z7
Z7 T9
A lot of
T9
Q1
So just input
P1
that code in
B2
their respective accounts, in their respective
B2.
games. I
Yeah.
believe everyone has that opportunity to be able to claim that code
Error, Cuk.
shown on screen at the moment.
Ulangin coba.
Feel free to
Z7 T9 V1 B2.
Q1
Sponsors for making this
Hah?
event possible.
Z7
Couldn't have
T9
done this without you guys.
Q1
Thank you so much once again
Q.
to Fantech and View.
W.
If you are looking for
Queen.
the ultimate, the
Q.
best game
Q.
peripherals, Fantech
Q1
has
apa?
them
B2
all
ya tadi ya?
by the end of the tournament.
Ya,
Wave
benar.
5, you may has it for the Cabalistas out there.
And of course, for streaming platforms,
Potion doang ini, Cuk.
covers the entire Southeast Asia. If you're looking for somewhere,
Apa isinya?
like a platform to watch and view lots of movies, animes, and pretty much everything,
Potion.
download View because
Potion
it's
ka?
the streaming platform for you. They will also give away 5 one-year premium subscription at the end of this tournament. So once again, that's gonna be the end of our tournament for this evening. Congratulations once again to our participants, and of course, especially to Versus All, and to our runner-ups, Bakery Boys, and who's our Team Lag. So thank you so much once again for participating, and everyone who stayed tuned in our tournament. Once again, thank you so much. But our time to say goodbye is already here. So thank you once again. This is Andwin and Infinity saying good night. Thank you. See you
Good
guys
night.
again tomorrow or next time, Cabalistas.
Okay, brother. Bye-bye. Thank you guys.
Cabal Infinite Combo Tournament. The Infinite War of Celestials. Each team will consist of 5 players.